Welcome to another motherfucking episode of The Intellectuals.
Remember when you used to do this?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember the good old days?
He still does that. He just doesn't get paid for it anymore.
Yeah. I still look like me, and this is Guido the Grass Grasso.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi, doing? All right.
Good.
Things all right. The weather is nice. Oh, the weather outside is priceless.
Priceless. That's
I don't know.
not
Is that what it
says.
is? Priceline.com.
No, that's not what it says. That's the Christmas
The
song.
weather
The
outside
is
is
frightful.
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 But the
Yeah, what?
fire
Frightful is
so
bad.
delightful. And as long as you ain't have a dad at home, be a hoe, be a hoe, be a hoe. Something like that.
And we finally kiss goodnight.
Oh, shit.
That was the song from Die Hard 2. Not Under Siege.
I don't think
Die
I've watched...
Hard 2. Die Harder.
I don't think I've watched Die Hard 2.
That was a tag for that movie.
Have you ever watched Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance?
I like that one.
I
With the-
hate N-bombs.
What year was that made? Die Hard 3?
Die Hard 3 was
Why would you remember if I give
95.
you the
No, I
year?
haven't watched it.
Yes,
Because
you have.
hold on, no, I haven't. I've watched the Die Hard, and there was a helicopter scene in it.
That's that one.
I'm angry.
Like it
They're
was
both.
in the 2000s.
Bro, did
No, he's
Bruce
talking
Willis
about,
have
like, Die
hair
Hard
or not?
5 or some shit.
Yeah, Die Hard 5, bro,
The
which
only
was
good
terrible.
Die Hard is Bruce. Any good Die Hard are the ones where he has hair. If he's bald,
There's only
shit.
two good Die Hards. The
There's
first one
three.
and the
There are
third
three acceptable ones.
No, 1 and 3. 2, the one in snow sucks.
But I like Dennis Franz.
Okay, but the movie sucks.
Now I'm gonna get me something sweet. he played Homer in the. Remember when he played Homer?
Sweet can.
Yeah.
Sweet can.
Dennis
Die Hard
Franz.
3, it's when they put the terrorists, they basically strip him naked and they make him walk through, I think it was Harlem,
Yeah,
with
and
a
we're-
sign that says, I hate N-words,
Yeah.
so that he gets killed by
Hold
a
on, I
bunch of
think I
black
have
guys.
seen it.
No, that's just an activity you pulled off.
No,
But it
I knew I
had-
was going to say that, the bastard.
No, that was.
Hold on, I think I have seen it a long time ago. I think I was a child.
No, that
man.
was Do the Right Thing.
yeah.
I heard.
I've
Through
watched
the grapevine.
I've watched Rush Hour 3, but I haven't watched Rush Hour 1 and 2.
They're
Why
all
do
the
you
same.
live a life of a,
If you
of a
wanna-
mental patient?
Because I'm insane.
You're the guy that used to yell at the video store. That guy that I caught when video stores used to have porn tapes. There was a guy at Videotron who used to go in the back and collect all of them, and he was complaining because there was a limit on how many new porn releases you could rent at once. And he was complaining about the fact that if he would get, because he really wanted to see one movie, but he had like 6 tapes, and they go, you can only get 2 or 3 at a time. And he goes, what are you talking about? Like, I don't remember the name of the movie, but essentially it was basically like him saying like, yo, I'm gonna watch Cocksluts 4, but I don't know what happened in Cocksluts 2 and 3. Like,
That was
he
his argument.
Yeah, he was
Oh
complaining.
my god.
Wait, that's the opposite of me, though.
But it wasn't Cocksluts. I'm
Yeah.
making Cocksluts up. I don't know what the name was, but he was complaining about the order of things. Like, how can you expect me? I really want to watch this.
Yeah,
But how do you
yeah.
expect me to watch it without knowing the plot? The other two.
That's another.
yeah, that's the opposite of me. I'm the weirdo that I'll watch. I don't give a fuck.
that
I'll
would
jump
be-
into.
That was
Are there
something-
cocks and sluts? I'm in.
Yeah, exactly.
that was an era too. The video store clerk. That was a whole thing too.
That was my dream job.
I did
Yeah.
that job. That was great. I with Patrick Hakeem and Mike Migliero. I did that. Yeah,
Man, but
little
those were-
old man, cute little old man, cute like a button. He comes in, gives you the little Velcro number on top of the cassette because he wouldn't bring the cassette like Blockbuster. You would get the
Yeah.
little number and XX385. Black Brigade, firemen, black men, and that's what this little cute old man rents.
You're talking about pornos?
Gay porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's so. Yeah, I saw that shit.
But man, I remember the fucking Blockbuster days, bro.
Look, you know
they
what
had.
was most
Hold on,
fun?
hold on. When they had
hold on.
with the video
I should have
games.
said something about him half listening because Mike found a good example today of on standing by. When he does it, he doesn't listen just pleasantly. He just did it to you. So you're talking about video stores, aka Blockbuster, whatever. You're going on a tantrum about renting movies from a video store, a Blockbuster, if you will. Wait till there's a silence in your breath, and then goes, bro, what I remember is Blockbuster. Like as if you weren't just talking about video stores for 2 fucking minutes. He's like, bro, what I remember are
what
video
you're
No, but
stores.
I
saying
was gonna jump in with my
he
experience
waits
with
for me to
Blockbuster.
finish
I know, the way you
talking
said it, yeah,
and
was as if
completely
he didn't-
puts aside
Yeah,
what
as
I
if he
said.
wasn't talking about video stores. It's like me talking right now about tanks. Like, bro, in the tanks, and then the Russians have this, and then you go, okay, bro, so let me tell you about tanks. And it's like, no, but we are talking about tanks. You could add another tank. You could say, let's talk about Russian tanks, or whatever. But the fact that you brought it as if you just brought it in the video store when he was the one who brought it up.
But I'm just
weird.
saying that I remember
Mike
the
called him
Blockbuster
out
days.
on it. Mike called him out.
Yeah,
on it?
Mike called out today because he goes, he saw it standing by. He did it where it was fucking hilarious the way Mike said. He started laughing because they don't know him the way we do to bitch at him. So I think they were talking about, when did you know that you were old? And they were talking about when they felt old and that. And then one of them says, I felt old when I realized that the girls in the Playboy magazines were younger than me. Yeah. And then they turn to Poseidon and they go, did you ever feel old? Like, when did you have a moment like that? And then Poseidon's like, yeah, I like Playboy. I didn't really have Playboy. Like, he just heard Playboy and made a sentence.
Yeah, and he sentenced to put together.
And then they're just like, okay, whatever. Like, and Mike's like, dude, it's because they don't know him. If it was us, we would have been yelling at him. And them, they're just like, all right, that's weird. Because he half listens.
No, but
you know he does. He does.
I
the
did
half
no, but I
listen
did
and he does the
listen.
hold
But
on,
I was just gonna bring in my experience with
He does the
video
hold on,
rentals.
Hold on.
Yeah, the whole.
He'll ask a question as I'm answering the question that he just asked me. He'll be looking at his phone saying, "Hold on."
Yeah.
But you just asked me a question.
Yeah, he does the hold on a lot too. Yeah, I want to
The
get him on video.
hold on. Yeah, it's all right though. It's.
Poseidon, what was your story?
It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter because you guys like to shit on me for no reason.
Hold on. I wasn't listening.
No, but I love the video store.
What did you say? Something about listening. I wasn't paying attention.
I used to
It
like.
makes you angry, eh, putana?
We used to. This was the pre-YouTube days. We actually did this when we would like close up on a Friday night and just hang out and smoke weed. We were 18, and we would. It's pre-YouTube. We would each have a game where you would have to go get a videotape, and we would have to put on outdo each other in scenes we put on.
Oh.
Imagine that. And we did that same shit years later on YouTube, trying to outdo each other, you know?
What we had is...
And I liked
similar.
also when we would put on, I would put on Rocky 3 and shit, or whatever. Or Patrick went on a Saturday Night Fever kick. He just played that shit all the time. Or you put Delirious Eddie Murphy, whatever. So people would always... This is what's so captivating about those Rocky movies, is people will make fun of it. Oh, look, Rocky. But then... they just stand there like this, and they're still watching it. You know, but customers would always say the same thing. Oh, look, Rocky's still over there. But they would be captivated by the movie.
Yeah, because they have that mentality of like, no, me, I'm too busy for this and work. But then they'll still be like,
no, I'm gonna go rent.
But they'll watch standing up. They'll watch standing up.
Rent this garbage.
We wanted to outdo each other on who rents, because we rented a bunch of tapes over the weekend. Whose movie is going to be the best one, but it has to be a movie that no one's seen.
Oh, we used to love that.
So you get surprised.
Burt Reynolds, Malone.
We used to. I remember my buddy Milton, because he was very religious and his dad was very religious. And sometimes he'd be like, "Well, maybe my dad wants to come down and watch, so make sure you get something." I told him, "Look, I'm going to get this movie. We're going to rent it because it's religious. It's a guy who finds Jesus." And he's like, "Oh, nice, cool." And I rented Boogie Nights with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
but it was one of the most him waiting the entire movie. When's Jesus coming?
Oh my God!
Everybody came in that movie except for Jesus. Right?
Oh man, the old man said, "That's impressive. May I see it?"
What was Boogie Nights about?
Cock.
It's about porn, the porn industry, movies, the 80s, the cocaine,
and the biggest dick you ever
what's
seen.
his name? William H. Macy.
Yeah, William H. Macy.
His wife is getting banged, and he's like, I don't like this, and he shoots himself in the head.
Yeah.
But that movie was all about fucking how good Philip Seymour Hoffman was.
It was amazing.
Philip Seymour Hoffman was great.
He
Poor
died.
Guy. Poor bastard.
Yeah.
So hold on, some dude's wife was getting banged and he killed himself. He offed himself.
It was that world because they were working. You know, it was.
But it's his fault for dating a porn star in the first place.
Well, it's okay.
It's like those memes that you see how the dude's dating a porn star and they're like, "How was work today?" And she's like, "Oh, good, very good."
Yeah.
You know, the guy's like,
but there are people like that.
Well, no shit, bro. Like
Rocco Siffredi, the famous Italian porn star, he's married and has a family with another porn star.
Yeah, but that's different, bro.
I don't know how different.
When
that
you're
is.
a porn star,
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
hold on, dating a porn star, it's because you're both.
Stop yelling. We understand.
Everyone's fucking everyone. You understand?
What do they do with their leisure time?
They fuck.
No, I think they go to work. they go to a library. I don't know.
They're bored. They do regular people stuff. They go to a Walmart and start stocking shelves.
Yeah. That's
For
it.
fun? Could you imagine? That would
Yeah.
be funny.
For vacation, they go to.
That's a
For vacation, they go
that's a
work
funny-
in a shoe factory.
That's a funny sketch, by the way.
You got that
What a
right.
porn star does for
Yeah.
leisure or for
They go
vacation.
stocking aisles. They,
And they're getting like they're putting stuff higher. Yeah, higher. Oh, the higher shelf. Yeah.
They go.
Yeah.
the higher-
They go shovel dirt.
Oof, you could. You could.
They work
fit
at Tim
another pack.
Hortons.
Yeah.
You could fit another pack in there. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Yeah.
They work at Tim Hortons for a week.
But that whole videotape. Remember what was
I love how he lost us both. That we felt like we reached the pinnacle, and then
When
he's
you
like, "Let
said
me
Tim
add
Horton.
one more,"
Yeah.
and it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah,
Which is
Well, it's like in Jenga. You
yeah.
know.
He took out the wrong piece.
Tim Horton? Really? That's what you went with?
Yeah.
You went with
I-
Tim
'cause
Horton?
He
I-
had the world at his feet. He was like,
I
"Ah."
see-
How about harpooning? See, harpoon.
That
you
would've
know?
been funny, yeah.
Harpoon, something like that. You could have said so many.
Well, no, because I was
different
going the route of like it's such a
mundane job.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, sometimes they do it on Tuesdays too.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a quickie.
Yeah.
The quickie mart.
Quick E, Big E from the WWE broke his neck.
Poor guy. And I hear it always happens to the nicest guy. And I
Yeah,
heard
he
this
is. He's a nice guy. Yeah.
He was in the New Day,
Yeah.
and he's over now. He can't wrestle no more.
He's very over, but I don't know.
He said
he might be out for life.
He said at least this. He's wearing that fucking.
Yeah.
And
At
he
least
said,
a
at
week.
least.
Well, he's
at
lucky
least
he
I'm gonna
got out
walk.
alive,
He
bro.
said, at least I can walk, and not
Yeah,
like the,
at least a week and a
He
half.
can
he's not
walk?
wrestling.
he might. Yeah, he's not
Not now,
paralyzed.
but
There's
he'll
no
be able to.
paralysis.
So he's not like a
He
quadriplegic.
Not
feels
yet.
his fingertips and shit.
He feels his fingertips.
Yeah.
So at least a week and a half, he can't wrestle.
At least a week and a half.
At least.
Bro, this guy's not wrestling for the rest of his life.
Well, I mean, but that's at least a week and a half.
I heard Hulk Hogan is out too, but right after I read that Hulk Hogan stuff, I read that
the bad guy
Scott
died.
Hall was on life support.
Look, the Hulk Hogan thing is not news. Do you know how annoying it is to see people online go, "Oh my God, just announced a 72-year-old man says he can't wrestle anymore because of all the injuries and because he's 70 fucking years
Dude,
old."
the guy is like 5 inches shorter than he should be because of all those leg drops. I think he's done. But it was the part of hope when they said because I was literally getting updates because I felt bad for the fucking guy.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash literally said, I lost the only other person I ever loved as much in my life or something like that. It was so awful. Thing is, the guy had a surgery. He had during surgery he went into cardiac arrest, and his family had to unplug him, which is the worst ever. That's it. And he was actually apparently not doing too bad. He had cleaned his act up.
He cleaned his act up because of Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
He got clean. He was getting better, and it's just this is all fleeting. That's how we should. Hey, yo.
The lesson here is keep doing drugs.
Keith
Because
Richards
he cleaned up his act and then he died. But
Well,
Well,
no,
he-
it was
he
actually
died 'cause of-
hip
Yeah,
surgery.
it's 'cause hip surgery. Yeah, it's the lesson here is don't wrestle.
Yeah, he remember the angle where he was like they used his real life,
On WCW,
drunkenness
yeah.
as a plot, so he had to puke on other wrestlers.
But he was actually drunk.
Yeah,
He would show up to work drunk.
but
He was in a bad way.
first ladder match, man, right?
hold on, he had to puke on other wrestlers?
Yeah, he would puke on other wrestlers.
He would come in drunk, and he would just I don't know, man. Anyway,
The end
so
of WCW was very bad.
yeah, and
Really, yeah?
one thing about him was he was popular enough to not have to be a world heavyweight champion.
He was still selling crazy merch.
He was still selling, and they
Really?
didn't need to make him the champ to sell. And his luck of the draw was
Hey, yo.
he was first a wrestler in NWA, WCW called the Diamond Stud.
Yeah.
Not much happening there. And when he went to WWE, McMahon said, "So what do you want to do?" And he's like, "I don't know."
He panicked and
He panicked and he just went into the fucking Tony Montana fucking impression.
I guess Vince hadn't seen it.
Vince McMahon never saw Scarface, so he thought that's genius.
So he
but
was
all he's
just
doing
made-
is hey yo, hey the chico.
Yeah.
That's it.
Say
No.
hello to that bad guy.
Yeah, say hello to the bad guy. And he's like,
That's
"Thank-
how he got it?
Yeah.
Thank
No!
God. He said, "Thank God, Vince McMahon never saw Scarface."
That's
Yeah.
actually kind of amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why
That's actually kind of
Chico with the toothpick. It's
Yeah.
all fucking bullshit.
But I don't know.
When
I've
the
never
way-
seen his act. How he acts.
his
Yeah, he
when
used to have
they-
toothpicks. Okay, so he has toothpicks.
That I
Okay,
read, yeah.
But
for
here's the
four-
best part of the
For 4
toothpick.
months, they were teasing this new wrestler with these little vignettes. Every week on Saturday morning, they would show up with this, let's see what's happening in Miami. And he's in a Cadillac. Yeah, you want to go to the bad guy. And as he's talking to the camera, he just pushes a guy into a water fountain.
A random guy walking. Yeah, it was the best promo.
That's amazing.
He was just the bad guy.
But it makes me like this guy.
Yeah, he was the best. He was the best bad guy.
There was a feud once about who really is the Intercontinental Champion. So there was 2 belts going around, right? So I still remember this. He had, he has a toothpick. He had 2 this time. And he goes, he grabs the toothpick, he's like, 1 for you, and he flips it on, and I think it was on Shawn Michaels, and then he goes, and 1 for the belt, and he takes it and flicks it there too.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he was great. He was a very good character.
Yeah,
fuck.
And he and it shows.
I'm gonna go watch all the shit
they're very
tonight.
entertaining.
Yeah.
And he it goes to show how it is the man and not the character, because McMahon was so egotistical that he's like, I made Razor Ramon. I own Razor Ramon. He could go over to WCW as Scott Hall. They won't give a shit about him. It looks like the guy, but it's not Razor Ramon.
And he was good at Scott Hall.
So he went in as Scott Hall. Now, what happened was when he showed up as the Outsiders in NWO.
No, NWO hadn't started yet.
But when he showed up first as the Outsiders, on his first night, they got a cease and desist because he showed up with his gelled hair and the thing.
He looked, and he had a toothpick.
Kind of looked like Razor Ramon.
In jeans, because he had a toothpick.
And he had a toothpick, and he said, hey, yo.
Yeah.
And
hey,
they
yo.
got mad. They're like, no, hey, yo is Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
It was a big thing. Then he had to literally say on the mic, we work for WCW. We do not work for... Because he was so convincing.
But he said the best line that when it started the whole thing, when he goes, you people, you know who we are.
Yeah.
But you don't know why
we're here. Exactly. That was very good. That changed wrestling. That whole NWO Claudio Capri shit there. That was it. That's the number 1 and number 2 and number 3 guys that did all that.
Yeah.
But wait, hold on. If you were, so he was Razor Ramon on WWE?
Yeah, Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
WWF at the time.
And
when did they do the switch?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. But he's not
they
allowed.
had a curtain call at Madison Square Garden. At Madison Square Garden, it was their last contracted match where Kevin Nash was Diesel, and Razor Ramon.
Well, you're jumping. Don't do this.
Yeah, because
you're jumping around different stuff. It's just too confusing for him and everyone watching. Look, the point is, so for example, let's say right now you're part of Pantelis Comedy, and I've created the Poseidon character.
Yeah.
How you dress, how you talk, whatever. If you go to another network, I don't know, you go to Compound, you can't take the Poseidon character with you, since I will own the rights. I created it. I made it up. The Poseidon character has to have a cigar. The Poseidon character wears whatever. Like the Poseidon character, I made it up.
The Undertaker.
Yeah, so when you go to Compound Media, then, I don't know, you become Ocean Man.
Yeah.
Similar, so people could think Poseidon, but very different.
Neptune.
You can't use the same...
Neptune, there you go.
Neptune. You can't use the same gimmicks,
Italian.
So that's what it is. Essentially, the intellectual property didn't belong to him. It was like a movie. Like, let's say Tobey Maguire, he played Spider-Man.
Okay.
He can't go to another... A random, he can't go to, I don't know, think of a Universal and make a Spider-Man-esque movie because it's him, like Arachnoman. Yeah. You can't do that. Spider-Man, the rights, Marvel owns them. You have to think of something else.
It's like if Daniel Craig goes to do a spy movie where he's a British spy.
Called James Bond.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. So
they're going to be change the name. You can't be James Bond.
He was so likable. The only thing that he kept from that Razor Ramon shit was the slicked hair and the anyway. The point is, he changed wrestling and the poor bastard died. That's it. Fuck him. Yeah. Poor guy. Not fuck him. I mean, fuck.
But I didn't know that wrestlers, like, because you see it also as wrestlers are like, it's kind of them.
No, it's not always them. Sometimes they'll bring a character into an organization, but most of the time it's not. That organization builds a gimmick around them. So, for example, The Undertaker.
Yeah.
That was not I forget his name, bro. But
Calloway.
Yeah. It wasn't his Mark Calloway, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't his gimmick. It was Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
He wanted. They have drawings of what they want.
And
the costume
stayed
to
loyal.
look like.
Because if Undertaker would have left to WCW,
I didn't know that much.
He would have just
There's
been
a book.
Calloway.
But hold on.
Okay,
I didn't know
McMahon,
that much thought and details went into
Vince
this.
McMahon.
That's crazy.
Just Vince McMahon alone has his own. It's like a giant book, sketches. He has for the past 50 years. All kinds of ideas and backstories for potential characters.
It's his own Marvel universe,
and
man.
he goes to the designers, and they design for him when he tells them what he wants. They design clothes and all that, pictures. They render them. So then he has the pictures of all the attire, the gimmick, so he can see. Let's say right now he came up with an idea for, I don't know, some some bodybuilding, some guy, like a character, a fucking guy on the moon.
A Terminator.
And then finally today, he meets you, for example, and you fit. You're like, fuck, you're just as tall, just as big. You're exactly like that idea. You're exactly like Moonraper. So then he goes to the book. He goes, you see this? This is the backstory. I want you to be Moonraper.
And then they send the scouts out.
That's so. I didn't know that's how he did it.
Yeah,
Sure.
They put a lot of thought into it.
Oh, that's very interesting. I just, you know what I thought wrestling was? I thought it was kind of like the Undertaker shows up. He's like, I'm the Undertaker.
It used to be like that in the territories. Guys would travel around with their own little gimmick.
Like
and
how they do now in the small territories here.
You know, like Greg the Valentine was always Greg Valentine. Even when he was in WWE or others, he was Greg Valentine. That was territory shit. But McMahon went, whoosh, let me package this and own it. Which is why Ultimate Warrior went to the length of legally changing his name to Warrior. This guy's driver's license said Warrior because he wanted to own Warrior.
Okay, I'll give you another example. You know John Cena, right? We haven't seen him in years. He's unseeable, this guy. But that guy, he works with the Chinese. So there's a certain percentage.
Oh, I remember that.
There's a certain percentage of everything he makes that goes to Vince McMahon.
Even when movies have nothing to do with Vince McMahon anymore. Because he's using the name John
Cena and the character John Cena, basically. And
this man is a genius.
I'm sure.
Not only that, John Cena has said in an interview, they go, how do you feel about that? He goes, I have no problem with it. I'm so proud. I'm making millions of dollars because this guy took a chance and made me. He goes, I have no problem kicking back money.
Now, do you think
respect? You know what? I was disliking him because of the whole China thing. That too, yeah. But I respect that a lot.
Does Dwayne Johnson still give money to Vince McMahon, or only when the word The Rock shows up in a movie?
I don't know if Dwayne does because he's a special case. Nobody wants to.
Because it was The Rock, but then it was Dwayne The Rock, and then it was just Dwayne Johnson.
They don't want to piss him off. They have a good relation with him.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he's a billionaire, So
yeah.
My point is, I know up till, Scorpion King for sure, McMahon made a lot of money.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it was that made him go to WWE movie entertainment studios that I don't even think that exists anymore.
No, but because now they work with all these other companies.
Yeah.
But they made so much money. They realized that a racket was the movie industry.
Yeah.
Because producing movies is essentially like stocks. But if you put the right people in the movie, 90% of the time, the stock pays out.
The Marine, where like 5 different wrestlers went through that Marine movie.
Because what they would do is they realize that what most studios do is sometimes they have shit scripts, but they get the right actors. They go, okay, look, Poseidon, Guido, each, normally one gets 1 million buys, the other one gets 2 million buys. If we put all 3 of these guys in a movie, we're getting, 7 million people buying tickets. This is just numbers I'm throwing out. 7 million people, that'll come up to,
70 million.
$200 million. If we spend $70 million to make a great movie for $70 million, we know we're going to have, after everything's all paid out, and I'm talking about including marketing, another $130 million. So for us, if we put $70 million today, in a year when it comes out, we make $130. So that's how they would see it. So that's what they got into.
But did it work for them?
I don't think so.
Because
they bank too much on the wrestlers, and not everyone wants to go watch a wrestler in a movie.
It's who you put in, like Vinnie Jones, I think, did one with. Okay, I get it.
It's great. This is fun topics.
I love this stuff.
I love this stuff too. And only recently Batista started, I think, becoming a really good actor. Like he was in Blade Runner. He was in
what made
Guardians
him was Marvel.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. I loved his role.
He was really good as a bad guy in James Bond too.
I never saw that.
I never saw that. But he made me laugh a lot.
Fighting on a train, on a moving train with James Bond.
I don't think I saw that, but he made me laugh a lot on...
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, he has a good sense of humor.
Yeah. So...
Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, is that Indiana Jones movie happening with him, or is Indiana Jones actually Harrison Ford again?
No, Harrison Ford's about to die.
But speaking of the whole... Cena, he get... what's his face? Gets a kickback. Who gets a kickback?
I have legal papers. I'm gonna do the same thing to you. I have legal papers saying it, but it won't be a choice.
If I'm making millions, I'll probably give. I'll give you a kickback.
The thing is, I'm the one who wrote the contract up, and basically, for every $1 million that you make, I keep it.
Oh, go fuck yourself! Hey, what the fuck, bro? I didn't decide for this deal over here. What's going on?
The first wrestler to have
what's funny
an
is
issue with the movie
he's actually
stuff.
I'm Vince McMahon because he's actually someone that I took from nothing, and I'm now getting him paid. He's making monies now.
Bro, you were a jobber.
Yeah, I'm Vince McMahon.
You're becoming
kiss my ass. If you want to keep your job, you're going to kiss my ass on screen.
He looks at this guy and goes, I want you to be the ass man, and your music is going to be, I'm an ass man. Only Vince, man.
But hold on. But there was also something because I read. I think Dwayne. I think he was trying to get rid of The Rock in the movie. So whenever like the credits or some shit, I think I'd seen something like this.
No, I don't
TV
think-
show,
I
the
think he
TV
loved The
show
Rock.
about young Rock and
Yeah.
wrestling.
Oh, he's making money.
I'm sure Vince makes money.
I'm
from
sure
it.
he
does.
gets a
He makes money.
kickback, but
He
I'm
must.
sure it's
He
no
must.
longer percentage. Like, because if he makes like The Rock makes a shit ton of money.
So does McMahon.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's the WWE network? Because there was all kinds of layoffs and shit too, right?
Yeah, all the time because
All the pandemic and all that,
But
yeah.
I don't want. The thing is, I don't watch modern wrestling. I don't know. I play the wrestling game. I got the new one. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm creating. I have the Wolf Pack in there. I have a lot of fun. But that's just for me personally. I can't watch wrestling.
I'm gonna throw out another video game. There was Exciting Hour that was at the arcades when I was a kid, and the Nintendo Pro Wrestling.
the
Pro Wrestling.
biggest.
I remember.
Do you did you ever? He's a bit younger.
You're
so,
an N64.
He's a bit younger, but arcades were a big thing when I was young.
Yeah.
The first big arcade game that I had played was Ninja Turtles arcade game. That was a huge deal.
Yeah.
Then it was X-Men, the arcade game.
I
from
remember
Konami.
X-Men.
Amazing.
There was
fucking
four.
game.
It was
yeah,
four.
You could play with your friends
Yeah.
on there.
I
It was
think
hard.
they had died out. Arcade
And they had
You were there, yeah,
Colossus
because
would
of
go.
home consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Exactly.
Colossus.
I loved it. And then after X-Men, I'm trying to think of Mortal Kombat. Then the Mortal Kombat's came.
And then that all changed. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat changed.
Street
it
Fighter,
up.
Mortal Kombat, and then you know what? Those are the ones that lasted because when arcades in general died out, all of the good underground arcade places in Montreal
Had those.
They would have Marvel vs. Street Fighter,
Yeah. And
Street
Dance
Fighter
Dance
Alpha,
Revolution.
Dance Revolution. It was
And-
all the
and
crazy
FIFA.
Japanese games.
And then the soccer.
Yeah, they had a
Virtual Striker.
Virtual Striker, and all those. Yeah,
And then there was
NBA Jam.
Daytona, the racing game.
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember those trying to add humans to a video game and it didn't quite work? It was a shooting
like
game.
a Sega Saturn.
It was a shooting game, and it was like a video of a person saying,
I
"Hey,
hate-
partner!"
I hated
And then
that.
you went and you would shoot him, and he would go, "Ah!" It was so bad. It
I
didn't
hated
work.
that. Those overlays.
I remember there was because I
Yeah.
had I think
Pinball was.
I
always
had a
good. I
Super
enjoyed it.
Nintendo for a very short amount of time,
Street Fighter 2
I had a
was on
Sega,
Super
which-
Nintendo. It wasn't bad.
which went
Oh,
missing.
it was very good.
Uh,
That's the Super Nintendo is what made it famous.
Yeah.
well, Super Nintendo. You know, what my favorite game on that was the Ninja Turtles video game, the one where you could get caught in seaweed and die.
That's on Nintendo. That's on the NES. On the Super Nintendo, they had Turtles in Time.
I had the Nintendo one with the
NES
swimming.
is what with the rectangular controllers.
Yeah, that's Nintendo.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Okay,
I
that
had
Ninja
the
Turtles, by the
swim-
way,
the
guys, it
swimming
was just
one.
announced. The Cowabunga collection. All those old games, including the arcade version and that one that you talked about that I had. That was the first game I think I had on the NES, the Ninja Turtles game. That was just
Really?
I had
hard.
that game. I think I still
The
have
hardest,
it
but I
somewhere.
loved it.
It's all coming out on PS5.
No.
Yeah, it's like a Cowabunga pack. They have all the old games, even the fighting
No.
one and Turtles in Time. Yeah,
I loved that NES game. I loved it, and then I think
it was so shit, but so
that was
good.
before
Rocksteady.
Sega, right? That was before Sega. Yeah.
Around the same time as Sega.
Yeah, it was a Master System around the same time as the Master.
Sega loved Mortal Kombat. There was Ninja Gaiden on Sega that I
Ninja
loved.
Gaiden, I remember that Gaiden, yeah.
Gaiden.
Gates, I can never pronounce Gapes.
Well, because you go towards the gay very easily.
I do go towards the gay, yes.
Ninja Gaiden. What else? There was Earthworm Jim.
Oh, Earthworm Jim, remember that? That was a fun game on
Yeah.
Super.
That was on
Crash
Super. No, what was on
Bandicoot?
Sega? Mortal Kombat was on Sega. And then, bro, I used to beat my father on the Sega.
Toe Jam
I
and
used to
Earl.
beat my father. Just stop there.
I was so good at it, and he would get angry, and it was like, "I'm gonna beat you now!" And he would grab the controller, bro, and he would grab it like this, and it would go. He would button smash. It was ABC, I think.
Yeah.
ABC, right? For Sega. Button smash, and then I'd still win, and he'd get so fucking
That's why he
pissed.
stole a Sega. He's like, fuck
Hold
you.
on, I gotta
little
blow my
shit.
nose. Hold on.
When we used to play track and field
Yeah.
on regular Nintendo, if you used to have to race, there was a way you could take a penny and rub a penny over A and B at the same time to make your guy run fast on track and field. You have to
Yeah.
press them both at the same time. Oh, man.
It was such a simpler time back then.
Simpler times for real. Baseball stars.
So then after what happened, man, I remember like my console. And then after Sega, I had a Nintendo. A Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color, I loved that
I had
shit too.
wrestling on Game Boy. I remember this. You remember this?
I gotta ask you guys now because you're going way off topic and you're just listing
Blowing
out things that
into
you used
the-
to own. Jussie Smollett.
Yes.
Have you guys heard of this man?
You see the guy that was
unfortunately,
attacked
yes.
by the Trump supporters
He was attacked
wearing the Trump hats?
by white supremacists who turned out to be two Nigerian friends of his that he used to bang and used to train him, and he paid them to fake an attack on him so that he can say that he was attacked by white supremacists, so that can further his film career
While eating a Subway sandwich.
while eating a Subway sandwich. Now, since he got caught and the other guy said, no, he paid us, all that stuff, his career isn't going anywhere.
What's the TV show he was on? I already forgot.
I think it was Power.
Yeah, but I think they killed his.
Empire.
Empire.
One of those shows.
Yeah, Empire. I think. I don't think 50 Cent will have this guy.
Yeah, I don't think it's someone have me either. I thought about that as soon as I said it. So, anyways, he went to prison.
For how long?
They're saying 6 months.
Yeah.
Or as long as his asshole remains stable.
Do you think this guy's scared right now?
Terrified.
Yeah, he's terrified.
Bro, this guy was walking out of court. He had the black power. He threw up the black power symbol like this.
Yeah, he thinks people are dumb. He's trying to say that. You know what he's saying? He says, "I'm innocent." Innocent of what? He goes, "I didn't do this to myself." No, you didn't.
He is
the two
not
guys
well
you
in
paid.
Yes,
did it.
He's not
That's
well in
but
the
the whole
head.
point.
Yeah, he's
still-
arguing semantics.
Yeah.
I didn't kill her, Your Honor. The bullet did.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. Yeah.
Such
And
a
he's
dickhead.
trying so hard now. That's it. He's a punchline. See you later.
Yeah. Juicy smells, baby.
And he said, what did he say? He said,
was his
I
fight?
was
He got-
sentenced to prison because I'm black.
Yeah, that's why.
He's trying to pull that.
Bro, this guy. What a
It's
fucking
annoying.
idiot.
He almost started a race war.
Yeah, bro. Could you imagine almost starting a war? You almost started a war. Bro, you know how many lives could be lost in a war, bro? That's-
really calculating.
That's vile shit.
That's really calculating incorrectly.
Sociopathic behavior, I think.
Worse than that's psychopathic. That's you know how they say some men just want to watch the world burn. Yeah, that's him.
He just wants to watch the world
But the
come.
guy was making a shitload of money. How much better can you be? You're making $40,000 a week on a TV
The thing
show.
is, I'm gonna explain something to you.
$40,000 a
and
week on a
and
TV show. That's not good enough for you.
No, it never is. But that's the thing. Guillaume Duluth, we had a French cast, and he explained that the human always wants more.
Yeah,
You-
like
it's
billionaires
never-
have problems.
Exactly. It's never satisfied. Like Bill, what's his face? I was about to say Bill Gates, but the
Everyone
other guy.
has a problem. I love bad bitches.
Jeff-
That's my fucking problem.
Jeff Bezos, he has what, 100 billion. I guarantee you, for him, he still wants more.
He wishes he had hair.
Yeah, or he wishes he had hair. You understand?
Okay.
There's always the
Never
human.
happy.
I should
Yes.
be satisfied with his yacht,
Yeah,
but
but-
I want to own the moon.
Yes, there you go. But you know what? It's silly to us, but for him, for somebody who has 100 billion, who got a divorce and his woman took half of his money,
And he's still the richest
and then
man in the
still the
world.
richest man, and still made it back. For him, it's the hair. Okay, I bought a yacht, but you know what? I want a fucking space shuttle, and lo and behold,
I want to fuck in a space shuttle.
you know what I mean? Oh.
Hey, have they ever
understand?
done?
But it's
an
a human
in-space,
condition. It's never gonna be enough. They're always gonna want more, and they'll always try to find ways, like Juicy Smollett, Juicy or Jussie. I don't know how
Whatever
to say
you
this.
I don't care.
Uh,
I bet you. Have they done the? Do the effect of Apollo 13? What Ron Howard did was he flew. Pilots flew a plane a certain way to almost recreate weightlessness for a second. You've seen that shit. Have they done an in-space porno?
No,
They
not a
must
real.
have.
No,
They
there's
must
no budget
have.
for that.
No,
They must have.
No, you don't need that.
No. First of all, you know what they're gonna do, bro? They're gonna go rent one of those gravity chambers and shit.
Where
and
are
they're
these
gonna do-
gravity chambers?
Bro, they're
Let's-
somewhere in NASA, bro.
I
Why aren't
wrote,
we
I wrote
going
a
to-
script for it. It's called Space Whores.
Space Whores.
No,
Good.
the greatest space movie to ever come was in 1992.
Spaceballs.
No. I showed this to you guys. I'm not gonna say it
Pigs
on air,
in-
but
It's a porno.
no, it's an actual movie. It's not a porno.
You did wait.
So
wait,
why
wait,
aren't you going to say it on air?
Oh, because it has a profanity in the name
Okay, it's
that you don't say.
Oh.
It's the
space
gay
N-words. Some N-word space. or
In
something.
space.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Gay
you-
N-words in space. I
Yeah.
forgot.
It was.
Is
I
it
think
any
92
good?
or 93. I don't know. I've never watched that shit.
Well, did you watch
But-
the first one or the second one?
I don't know if there's 1, 2. I don't know how many. I just know in 1992. I saw it in a meme. That's how I discovered this movie.
How
I drew
shocking.
your comedian friend. Hey, bello.
Oh, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. It actually kind of does look like him. That's Franco.
Oh shit, that was
Yeah.
actually that was good.
I'm
Let
an
me see that.
Today.
Hey, oh
I
my
heard-
god, yes.
Today I heard him say Italians. He said
I'm good.
Italians. Italians.
But yeah, anyways, all this to conclude the whole Jussie Smollett
So
situation.
speaking of Jussie Smollett,
yeah, humans always want to consume more. So if humans have an opportunity to make more, earn more, have more, they're gonna take it because that's the human.
And yet we often sleep less.
What?
he's
cryptic.
he's not well in the head.
Of course not.
Not well in the head. Didn't what's his name retire and come back from retirement in 40
Tom
days?
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Ah, yes. So
Tom Brady is
But
why
that goes to show you, it doesn't matter how hot she looks. Bro, after a month at home with fucking Giselle, he's like, yeah, I'm going back to the NFL.
wow.
he hates his family.
Did they throw a bunch of money at him and he just couldn't say no?
He just said, you know what? I want to. He's like,
I could still do it.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was watching the Super Bowl on TV, if it was the constant nagging from this bitch. But something pushed me to want to get away from these people and go back to the NFL and tour for half a year.
He doesn't want to murder his family.
Yeah.
No, I think the real reason is at the end of the day, you have your passion and you love your passion also. You know?
When speaking to those, remember, Chris Chelios played till he was 50 years old.
Yeah.
And they asked him, he says, it's not the sport as much as it is the camaraderie, the other stuff that you miss as a hockey player.
Yeah.
The locker room jokes, the tour bus shit, the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what they miss. Not as much the, fucking perfect pass.
Just being around.
It's being around that world.
Yeah.
What
Like
do you
for
do when
comics,
that's
the green
all you
room.
did your whole life?
Yeah.
What do you got to be a voice on the show now, or what are you doing?
I
Are
get
you
it.
going to start painting? So
No, I get it. I get it 100%. I get it.
you become what's his name?
Well, because like with your kid, like you're gonna spend time with, especially like for football, right? There's moments he doesn't play.
What the hell
there's
does Michael
break time.
Jordan do?
He's
with
gonna
his day?
spend.
What?
What does Michael Jordan do all day long? Gamble,
and have
gamble,
sex.
and play golf. What
I'll
does he
tell you
do?
right now, this is no joke.
What's a day in the
Gamble,
life of Michael
smoke
Jordan?
cigars, drink whiskey, and have sex.
Did you see that? I heard that was a
What a
great
beautiful
documentary. I didn't
life.
see it. It was great. Is that what he does?
Yeah. It's a great life he leads.
What a great life, bro.
Yeah, his wife not a big fan of how he lives his life, but everyone else around him.
Yeah, but they're
I thought you meant he has sex with his wife.
No, high-end escorts.
Oh.
But he's the greatest of all time, so he's allowed.
He's the goat.
Hey, if he was getting low-end escorts, I'd be like, bro, come on, you make the money, go high-end. But he's going high-end, so what do you
for
say?
sure.
He
If
went high-end day. He got the
high
Asian-
Hyundai. That I was in high school during all that 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 took the world by storm.
Space Jam was also one of my favorite movies.
Still is
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah.
It still holds up. Space Jam.
Space Jam is good, Poseidon, but have you ever heard of Pearl Jam?
No. Pearl Jam?
So Pearl Jam is a band that has a cult following from Seattle. That whole Nirvana,
Yeah.
area.
So depressed, man.
They made
but I don't like that music.
They made one music video. That's
Yeah.
it. And after they, what happened? Some kid shot himself for real.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then they said, "Fuck this! We're never making a music video again."
Wait, they made a music video because the kid saw it, like, this is shit.
No, I think some kid. I don't know. I think their argument is that their art caused someone to die through a video, so they don't want to make videos no more. Some
I think
shit
they're
like
being
that.
pretentious.
Whatever it is, some kid died because of Jeremy, and that's why there's only one music video from Pearl Jam. That's it.
Do you
Pearl Jam fans are hardcore fans. Kind of like people that love Dave Matthews really love Dave Matthews. They don't just enjoy it; they're like hardcore fans.
I don't know any of
Matthews
these
Band?
people.
I'm not
I don't
saying.
even know what the fuck Dave Matthews sings, but I've heard the words Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, there's some people that love it. And
Well, what is
and
Dave Matthews?
He's very funny in what movie did I see him in? He had a cameo in one of those fucking movies. He was a very funny guy. Come on, shit. Good band. I don't know their music.
Do you remember? You might remember. You're definitely not going to remember this. There was a video game that was kicked off of the Steam store because
What is a Steam store?
Steam is an online platform where you could download games and play them on your
Okay.
computer.
Yes, there you go.
Fuck, is that an old fucking dad line? Jesus.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's the kind of store, bro, where you buy steamboats.
I got to invest in this Bitcoin.
Who still uses steamboats nowadays, bro? That's ridiculous.
The future's in the internet. Buy AOL.
Oh,
So there was a game where basically you were a mass shooter.
yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, it's called GTA.
No. This was legit. This was the premise of the game. Like
Oh, you're
So
one of
GTA,
those.
you play it right.
you were dressed like a heavy metal dude with
Like
a long leather
Columbine. You're a
coat.
Columbine fucker.
Yeah, like
Oh,
with a
that's
long
terrible.
leather coat, and the dude had like long
Okay,
hair, and it was
that's-
like in black and white type, like Sin City style.
And you're
Okay.
killing innocents.
And your whole thing was to just go around and kill innocents.
But
Yeah,
you can
that's-
do that in GTA.
Yeah, you can do that in GTA, but there was also another game on the PlayStation 1 or 2, the 2,
Postal.
that there was a game.
Going
you were just,
postal.
I
your
remember
whole,
Manhunt.
I never played
Why
that,
does
but
that tell me
Manhunt was
something?
fucked in the head. You just go around murdering people, putting plastic bags over their head. There's a guy
Oh, no,
with
I
a pig
remember
mask. It was
Spy
crazy.
Hunter.
Jesus Christ.
I remember Spy Hunter. Dun, 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 dun,
But there was a
dun,
game that
dun,
was
dun,
like
dun,
GTA that you would just go
dun.
around killing people, and you got more points.
Okay, that's fun. What's the problem?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
I used to just like joyriding on my limited GTA run there, just to have some fun with
Which
it.
GTA did you play?
Doesn't matter. I think the helicopter one with because it played
Vice City.
the Phil Collins song.
Was that? It was 3D though, right?
Yeah,
The
it was.
PS2, yeah.
No, you played that song with Philip Bailey and Phil Collins. She's an easy lover.
Yeah, that's Vice City.
You wanna
On PS2.
Vice City was good.
Because
Vice
that's
City
the
had
music
one of the best
video.
soundtracks.
The music video for that song was in a helicopter,
Yeah.
so that's why that's playing in the game.
Vice City and San Andreas had the
But
best soundtracks.
I wouldn't follow the plot, is what I'm saying. I would just go joyriding. I wouldn't
it's
even
fun.
do the game.
You're gonna be disappointed in me.
I just like that everything you
Hold on,
touch in
hold
the
on,
game,
hold on,
you
hold
can engage
Poseidon's
with.
about to get fired.
I never played San Andreas.
Pack up your bags and go home.
I know somebody who was in that game. San Andreas, Sam Reich, from the guy who created College.
You know,
Adam Ruins Everything.
I know someone who's in that game too. Anthony Cumia.
Anthony Cumia is in that game.
In
Yeah.
San Andreas?
He's in a lot of the Rockstar stuff. Yeah.
The commercials for
Really?
that Full Whistle beer.
The radio
that
stations?
beer.
He's the radio stations. I
Yeah.
think they make him play. I think he plays a guy that owns a saloon that owns like a saloon or something in Red Dead Redemption 2.
And he
Yeah.
does the commercials
that's
for
cool.
that beer, that fake beer
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
show. But
Oh, that's cool.
they used to have the guys from Rockstar as guests regularly with Patrice and all. I
Yeah,
forgot.
Rockstar New York. They used to,
If you give me a moment, I'll almost remember that guy's name.
yeah, I'm
the
trying to think
Rockstar
it too.
guy.
Yeah,
He was. I used to listen to that with him.
yeah.
I've been re-listening to bombing stories, and you could find a bunch of different
What is that, like Ukrainian
versions.
folktales?
Yeah, no, exactly. A bunch of different versions of Colin Quinn, who is arguably, he's a very respected comedian amongst comedians.
Yes, he's arguably respected. That was
No,
very
no,
weird that you made that
because
sentence.
I was gonna say arguably one of the best, and I combined them. But my point is, Colin Quinn telling the story to Artie. That's my favorite one of him bombing at De Niro's birthday party.
I think you said it here last week.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I'm that fucked up. I'm
Yeah.
getting repetitive.
You said it on this
the
show.
point. The
You're getting
day-
old, Guides.
The day I get repetitive is the day I quit. Imagine. Oh, I would have left. That would have sucked.
The IQ would have dropped by like 8 points.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah. We would have had a total of 4 points.
Well, you know what else is you know who else is getting older is the Queen
Yeah, you just
Elizabeth, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Queen Elizabeth hermaphrodite.
She
Stopped public appearances.
she's that's it. So I'm I don't wish this on anyone, but I mean we're gonna that
Look,
funeral.
if you give me the choice, who do you want to keep, Scott Hall or the Queen? I'm keeping Scott Hall 10 out of 10 times.
I don't blame you.
In fact, he should be the Queen of England.
Hey yo.
You fish and chip eaters, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here.
And his theme music. Dun, dun,
It's basically
dun, dun.
to start fucking razor's edging people.
God.
He razors edges. Prince Charles. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey yo. But
I heard you fuck kids, Chico.
oh shit. But no, it's just that because I watched one of those videos where it's where they talked about what's going to happen when I believe this whole TV coverage of this Queen's funeral is going to take over a lot of the world. Okay, and it's actually going to make some kind of a British pop culture thing, like a boom of Britain. It's going to be like a whole love Britain thing for a while. You're going to see it's a whole, Everyone's going to be drinking Schweppes and.
So you think it's going to stop the Ukrainian-Russian war?
Everyone's going to be driving Jaguars.
Do you think it'll stop the Ukrainian-Russian war?
I don't think
I
so.
think it will. I think it probably will. It would if that shit happens during that war. I bet you that both sides will stop to say.
I doubt it.
I think it'll make things worse.
I think.
How so?
Yeah, look at history, bro. Every time there's like a royal head figure that passes away, there's always a struggle for power.
Oh, you're so stupid. He's
I
so
liked it.
dumb. No, I can't. He's so stupid. He's so stupid. You can't be this dumb. How were you the fastest sperm in your dad's ball sack? How the fuck is that possible?
I saw.
Don't eat in the fucking
Sorry.
mic, bro.
Very rude.
Why'd you pull out why'd you start eating during a podcast? Did you
'Cause I'm
forget you were on?
Because I'm a pig.
Your reaction is
me.
still making me laugh.
I saw a photograph of
Bro,
Poseidon's.
the show is an hour long, bro. Don't eat during the show.
You're absolutely right. I saw a photo of Poseidon's father for the first time in my
He's
life
speaking-
today.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true.
You showed him the funeral photo, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Your father brought back the double-breasted blazer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never let it go. That was the issue.
Yeah,
But
he's
it's
he's
actually-
had it in his closet
Yeah,
for
yeah.
But it actually is in style again.
30 years,
Yeah, how you
31
gonna bring it
years.
back if it never left.
He didn't wear it. He had it. He didn't wear it for 31 years, and he wore it. But you know what?
But he looked good.
He looked fucking good. I was so okay. First of all, my father is always in trucker attire.
I'm just gonna say something. The double breast, it's just like your father. It's the same type of lifestyle. Left and then came back years later.
Come on. That was
That's
very,
a good one.
very,
That's
very
a
fast
very that's
and
a,
very clever.
Yeah, that's a very clever joke.
I
yes.
salute you, my friend. The line of the day. There it is. But he looked good. It's what I'm saying.
Bro, I was shocked because he's always in his trucker attire. The weird cap with the rips and everything.
Your dad
Yeah.
is not a mental patient. He's not gonna go to a funeral with a fucking trucker hat.
No,
bro.
I understand, but because I'm used to seeing him so much in that
visually,
trucker
when
attire,
you picture
visually,
him in your head, he's usually wearing
You
that.
showed up with a fur coat.
Were you wearing a
yeah,
fur coat?
you're goddamn fucking right. I did.
Now-
Got a stunt
now-
on these
now-
hoes.
let it be known. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. Your grandma passed on.
Thank you.
You went to no for real, and it sucks. And
Yeah.
but so you got to see your dad's side of the family.
Yeah, I got to see my dad's side. They still hate me.
Do they really?
There's still a few.
As he calls them, bizarro fam.
Do they all like look like you and shit?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That actually, what's funny is we look nothing alike. I look cool.
Okay. Well, you could see my some
I've
of
never
my
seen
cousins
them.
are
I've only
related to-
seen. I only know one of them.
Well, that's how he looks.
Yeah.
That's how they all look.
Yeah, I banged his girlfriend. That was back in the day, though, and he didn't know until just now.
Oh shit! Oh god! But anyway, so I showed up. They still, bro. I walked in. First of all, I walked into the room as soon as I, like, came through the door frame of the. Because I first went to the.
You could have jerked off somewhere else. So that
No,
was weird.
what's the place called? Funeral home. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, funeral home.
As soon as I
Parlor,
walked,
funeral parlor.
as soon as I walked, really? Are you?
Yeah, it's one or two. Funeral home.
Oh, okay,
funeral
they're both
parlor.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as I walked through that door frame, bro,
Of course,
looking away, bro.
everybody could hear.
Looking away from you.
Yeah, looking away from me, I was like, "Oh,
Wow.
okay, I'm
Yeah.
still public enemy number one around
Wow,
these
you
areas,"
still-
and I
they
felt
still
good a
made
little bit. All right.
usually
I love
moments
how they
like-
have nothing else to do with their lives. A woman died, and they're like, "We still don't like the fat kid."
So here's the thing. So I show up. There's that. No one's really talking to me. I'm not really talking to anyone.
Perfect time to make peace, by the way.
Yeah, well,
That's usually where that
I'm
happens.
gonna get there for a second, and
He tried. He extended a gay olive branch. It
Yeah.
didn't work. They smacked it away.
so what happened was, and then at some point, as they were walking, they turned the corner at some point, look away, like literally like walking, looking at the floor, bro.
They're not
Like,
just avoiding
they-
eye contact. They're avoiding any contact with his
Yeah,
body.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's-
I was like,
that's-
oh,
that's
I was like, Jesus
Quite
Christ.
petty. That's
Yeah,
petty.
100%.
Kind of hilarious.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
hilarious.
no, absolutely.
There were
hilarious.
some other distant relatives that I would talk with because they didn't know the drama of
But
the
this
family
makes
feud.
you happy though when that's happening. You get off on that, or
it
still
depends.
did it upset you from
It depends.
who it came
It
from?
depends. It depends who.
Okay,
You understand?
Yeah.
From certain people, yeah, I loved it.
It's comical.
Exactly.
Okay.
From some people, I was like, really, bro, you had nothing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why are you picking sides?
Yeah, you know, like that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I had one uncle I was cool with. We were having a conversation. But then when the aunt was around, he wouldn't even look at me. So I was like, this is weird behavior. You know
You
what I
should
mean?
have rock bottomed everyone. Just take a page out of wrestling, and then pull a Triple H as Kane in the casket.
So then what happened was, after
casket match. I'm
Well, we got a casket match right here.
Go
Come
fuck
here,
yourself.
Katie Vick.
match.
Go fuck
Oh,
yourself, bro.
No, because now
Anyone
picturing
who-
him when he was Paul Bearer
Anyone who gets the references is
with the
dying right
Noxzema
now.
on his face.
So what happened was, whatever. This was at the funeral home. So then what happened
joke.
was, so then we go to the church after, right? We follow the hearse and everything. We get to the church, and I'm never listening to my fucking mother ever again. My mother's like,
What did your mother say?
my mother's like, be nice, you know, like.
That's
but
their
in
people.
Greek,
That's what mothers
His
say.
mother told him,
in Greek way, yeah.
His mother told him, look,
don't-
they're human beings too. There's good in everyone.
Don't-
You're going to see. Don't be an asshole. Make peace. People are good. And then he realized people are not good.
Yeah,
People
don't.
are
She's
garbage.
like, don't stoop to their level. Be nice. They're gonna be nice back. None of that. So then we're doing the whole so in Greek Orthodox, the way it works is first you pass. So the children of the deceased were sitting in the first row. What you
row,
got to do is you got to pass by in line. You got to shake all their hands and
I'm
say
so
life
sorry.
to you.
I'm
So
so
sorry,
sorry.
my
I'm so
condolences.
sorry.
But if
this,
you're
that.
cool, you could give a salute to or a wink.
Yeah, and then you go to the casket and you do a little.
Hey, side
you
of the
pay your
cross.
respects.
Cut
you
a
do, yeah,
promo.
Yeah, exactly. Enough! So then what happened was, so my mother goes, be nice, you know, shake all of their hands, all of your uncle's hands, and your one, stop it! What? And your one aunt's hand, you know, be nice, you know? And so I shake all my uncles, even though some of them, like, they're petty, it's still like, okay,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a
You
funeral.
have to give them respect.
We're
They're
gonna-
older than you.
We're gonna shake
yeah.
hands, you know, they extended their hand, we
Yeah.
shook hands, respect. Bro, my aunt, I go like this, and
She-
she goes,
she
and
recoils.
she goes,
Bro, not only that,
And she goes like this.
She took her hand and slicked her hair back.
Oh, shit.
no, hold on. What she does?
Up high.
Stop it!
Down low.
This was a funeral. This is serious, Pantelis.
Too slow.
Yeah. And then she cut a promo.
So what happened
Give me
was,
5.
so what happened was,
On the
I go to extend
side.
my hand.
Up high.
In the pit, full of shit.
In the pit full of shit.
Carry on.
Miss Mary.
Stop it.
Mac, all dressed in black.
So listen, are you gonna listen? Stop it. So as I go to, I extend my hand, like kind of like olive, like I know we're
An
dicks,
olive
but
branch.
yeah, peace. You know what?
a 75-year-old woman.
He showed
No,
up and he was like this.
no, she's like 50 something.
Auntie,
Okay.
people have died. This is when we gotta bury the hatchet. This is a sad moment. Here, I would like to extend my hand in this ludicrous, absurd fur coat that I'm wearing. Here you go. And then
I was
she
wearing
said-
the fur coat at
You
church.
were,
Yes.
you were just like a pimp.
Yes.
Okay. And she said
was having
no way.
none of it.
She was saying no way.
So as I go to extend my hand, and she goes, and she smirks. She goes, she goes like that. I was
Okay,
like-
so she was
so I
in
go-
on the joke a little bit.
So I go, wow.
And then he slapped her.
Okay, but she smirked. She
Smirk,
smiled.
but in the kind of like fuck you, like
Okay,
No,
not
you-
in a,
no, no, no.
not in a,
She's
not in
on
a-
the joke.
No,
she
no, no.
smiled in a, did you really think
yeah, like
this
that.
was
Okay.
over?
Yeah, like that. I was like, wow. In my head, I was like, wow. I just went this. I go, okay. No, what do you want me to do, bro?
Okay,
like I
'cause
tried
she
to be
needs
nice.
this- she needs to have something
Yeah.
to talk about.
Exactly, you know. So I was
She
like,
can tell her friends, it's just like how I pulled my hand away.
yeah, you know. So I was like, oh, wow.
And then her
really?
friends like, you should have speared him.
So
Hey,
then,
well, Edge changed his whole gimmick, huh?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's dark now. It's cool.
I want to see that.
so that's what happened, and the Family Feud is still alive and strong.
This would be a good Family Feud episode because nobody could spell.
That would be great. No, but what's funny is I'm also picturing the Greek
I'm
Family
actually
Feud.
good at spelling.
It's just a lot of inbred people yelling.
No, but you,
We're not inbred.
Yeah.
no, but you
Bro,
know,
did you
Hey,
see
hold
my
on.
bro? My
Guido.
father was styling and profiling, bro.
Name 10 things that you could find on a supper table. No, you gave that answer earlier. We told you it's not valid. Yeah.
Like, I'm just glad I took more from my mother's side. Let's just say
But-
that.
You can imagine a Greek Family Feud, like the gag that the word is so fucking, like, you know how Steve Harvey
So
only
long.
has those two, you know, like you just see it keep going, the word. It's kind of funny. Or Greek Wheel of Fortune. Like
They have
it's not,
Greek.
By the way-
They have Greek Family Feud.
they
do?
must.
Well, I went through I had a phase where I was obsessed with Family Feud best of.
I still
Oh,
watch
bro,
it.
it was so good.
It's perfect.
It was
It's
so
perfect.
good.
But you should watch some of the even some of the non-Steve Harvey
and
ones.
Steve
are
Harvey,
good.
I gotta say, bro, this guy,
He's the
his
best
suit
family-
game. His suit game is on point. I respect.
He's the best Family Feud
Respect,
host there
bro.
ever was.
Have you seen the
And
way he dresses?
he dresses very well? But remember, I showed Poseidon the trailer for the original Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
because that really took the world by storm.
Huge.
That huge tour, right?
Really?
Arena
They
tour.
were the kings. Yeah.
But
Is there a way to watch it now?
it's probably
With your eyes,
Netflix,
probably,
Amazon,
yeah.
somewhere. You'll find
Okay,
it. on
okay,
there.
okay.
But those old school Steve Harvey suits when they had like 10 buttons, that
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
exaggerated. Those were
Bernie Mac had the same
yeah,
suits
that
though.
shit. Yeah, that was early 2000s. But now Steve Harvey dresses very well.
Which
he is a very
which
good-
Bernie Mac I find hilarious his stand up. I've
He
been
was
watching
great.
some of
He's
his
hilarious in general as a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes
He used
just
to
his
perform on the
just his
subway.
reaction would make me laugh.
Yeah, he's
Sometimes
in Bad Santa. It was wonderful. And he
I don't
was
think
in,
I watched Bad Santa,
Charlie's Angel.
but Bernie Mac I like a lot.
Burning Mac.
He had a TV show, the Bernie Mac Show.
It was great. Yeah, you can watch it now. I think it's
Yeah.
on Disney Plus
Poor motherfucker.
or on Crave. It's on
He
one of
must
them.
have been like 54 or some
Yeah, he
shit.
died
like
young
that.
apparently, yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah, that's
You know who else
I think
died really young?
He
that
was
you
in a
wouldn't even
baseball
know?
game, no?
Mr.
No, a
Baseball.
baseball movie.
Mr. Baseball.
Baseball
Not,
movie. Where he was rich and then he lost it all.
Yeah, the baseball.
Yeah.
Mr. Baseball. is
Mr.
the-
3000.
Yes,
Which one of us do you think is gonna die first?
me.
Me.
Oh, I thought it was me.
Oh. Wait, what? That's what we all thought it was ourselves.
Yeah. Are we all gonna die together?
That's a good sign, I guess.
We're all dying in a car crash.
It means, you know what this means? It means nobody is plotting to murder any of us.
Or they're plotting to murder all of us at the same time. Oh. It's your aunt.
Yeah.
The other night, I had some.
But anyways, I was talking about Family Feuds because I want to go into this top 5.5.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What's happening?
Sorry, but you know what?
no, I was just saying coincidences. It's so weird. Like
what?
everybody at the same time all said me.
Yeah.
We didn't plan that shit.
Yeah.
And the other night, I was with two old friends that I haven't seen in a long time. I'm talking 5 years. They popped in at the restaurant and they said, "Oh, you took my lighter." I said, "No, that's my lighter." Everybody pulled out a red lighter. It's like, weird.
All right, to this week's top 5.5. Top 5.5 family feuds.
If
If the Montagues and Capulets
now-
are on this list, I hate you.
Right.
If the
but,
who?
but are they fictional? Now, Family Feud, we're not talking about families that are on a game show with Steve Harvey. We mean people in their family that got into a fight, very much like Poseidon, kind of in the past rubbed your cousins the wrong way.
Not as bad as no. I mean, my Family Feud is not as bad as these Family Feuds,
No,
bro.
yours is you.
Mine is
took
a walk in the
exception
park.
to because you're an open gentleman.
Yeah, mine is entertaining
Yes.
and funny. It's petty.
And some you said some things in the past that they took seriously, but you were kidding around.
I take nothing back.
nothing. Okay, so that's it. So famous Family Feuds.
All right. Numero 5.
Number 5. Hatfield and McCoys.
So, fuck, I read up on it. How did I
West
forget everything
Virginia.
about it?
This
Yes.
is in USA folklore.
Yeah.
Almost looks like something.
It was after the Civil War, if I'm
Yeah, it's
not mistaken.
almost something you would see Kevin Costner in a movie about this. You know,
I don't
it's
know
one
who
of
that
them.
man is.
He's a guy that looks like he would be in a movie like this.
I understand.
Dances with Wolves.
What's weird
guy.
is I got a visual, and I'm pretty sure it's him.
Exactly. He's that guy. It's the kind of, like the story of the Alamo and stuff like that. It goes
Yeah,
down
yeah.
in American.
American folkloric history.
Yeah, but 12
Wendigos.
dead. I think 12 of them died. There was, but the feud
It
was
went on
really
for
long.
like a decade. It went on for a
long
decade.
time.
They
And
kept abducting each other and
Yeah.
then murdering
It was
each other. It was
What?
bloody.
For what? What's
I
the
don't know.
story
Some
here?
guy stole a sheep or something at some point, bro. Some bullshit,
Oh,
right?
yeah, if you're gonna steal another man's wife, it's gonna
No,
cause
he
some
said
problems.
sheep. I said sheep.
Oh, I heard you.
You got to make sure.
I said
that-
what I said.
you got to make sure you're near a cliff so the
No, that's a
sheep-
cow, bro.
Huh?
That's a cow.
If you're
Go to
near, if you're near a cliff,
Depends
the
where you
sheep
are.
backs up. If you're near a cliff, the sheep backs up, or else the sheep won't back up if you have to fuck a sheep.
Wait, what?
They always say fuck a sheep by a cliff so it backs up. It's terrible. It's quite disgusting.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Thank you.
I hate you. Why'd you tell me that?
Leave. Hatfield and McCoy, what was actually interesting is in 1979, the descendants of the Hatfields beat the descendants of the McCoys
in a basketball game
on Family Feud.
Yeah.
On legit Family Feud.
Yeah.
They won $11,000.
But how
That's
crazy is
amazing.
that?
Show me. Yeah, people died for that show. That's,
Good.
So that's why they're on that
History.
list, just
Yeah.
because of literally
Just because
Family
of that.
Feud.
Yeah. This
Next, number 4.
So this one isn't really a specific Family Feud, but I wrote this down because I think this is something
you're Greek, just say it, 'cause you're
I'm
Greek.
Greek, and this is something you may know a lot about. I'm not sure.
a lot about them. Number 4, Cretan vendettas. It's very non-specific and yet completely true.
Yeah.
What is
In
a Cretan vendetta?
In Crete, we still have vendettas. My families have many vendettas. You have vendettas with certain families, and it's to the death. It's basically on site.
Legit, like in Italy, that
Still
word
happening.
literally vendetta.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
it's the same
means
thing.
somebody dies.
Yeah, and it still happens
Yeah.
to this day. You do to the point where, non-jokingly, in the early 2000s, I think 2003 or something, maybe I was like 17. How old was I? I was in Greece on vacation, 2001, 2003, I don't remember. I was in Crete, and you got to be careful. You don't want to pick up chicks that you're related to. So I picked up the one chick that I knew was not related to me.
Okay.
Until my father told me, "Oh yeah, no, we have like a vendetta with them. If they catch you with that girl, they will kill you."
Wow.
Jesus
and parade
Christ.
you around. And I was like,
And-
okay,
and-
yeah, I don't have to bang anyone.
as per the
Jesus
town,
Christ.
they follow the rules.
Yeah. 100%.
Even if so,
It's like Bloods and Crips.
people won't
Yeah.
protest it. They'll be like, "No, that's
Worse
the rules
worse
of the
than
town.
Bloods and Crips.
Yeah,
Oh, I get it, I get it. It goes-
Vendettas are hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sicily.
So it's
has a lot of
basically
that
it's
shit.
Family Feuds that it's been ongoing for hundreds of years.
He mentioned
people
Montague
don't-
Capulet, and I can't believe I didn't check this, but I have a feeling they were real.
No.
No,
Maybe
because
it was based on a
based on
time
real,
story.
because I know that the real balcony of Juliet is in
Italy.
Verona.
Yeah.
So why would there be a real balcony there? So it's a real family's.
Well, there's a
fighting.
real balcony everywhere. You fucking.
No,
dipshit.
but it's legit the Juliet balcony. Not now. I'm not sure if it's legit the Juliet balcony because that is the Juliet balcony that the story is based on, or it's legit actual Juliet lived there, and we wrote a story about these two that killed each other because the two families hate
As far
each
as
other.
I understood, yeah, it's just bits and pieces and stolen from other stuff.
Well, they
and-
say that William Shakespeare is just a pen name that a bunch of different authors used.
That's what they say, but I don't believe it. I think they're just
Blacks have tremendous dicks, but I don't believe it.
They're trying to smear the good name of my homie Robert Shakespeare's
Bill Shakespeare.
Dick Shakespeare.
So there
Shakespeare.
were multiple Shakespeares.
No.
No, there's a theory that there was. It's a pen name.
You should only Shakespeare once.
That's in the movie Bowfinger. Did you see Bowfinger?
Yeah, I did see both.
Love Bowfinger.
That was a good boat.
Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin. Fantastic movie.
What's it about?
It's about Steve Martin wants to film a movie with a movie star that Eddie Murphy is without Eddie Murphy knowing he's in the movie.
Yeah.
So just when he's walking around, they just film him.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's
Kind of
very
like reality TV before.
yeah, it's
Oh,
very
that's interesting.
But there was also another. You remember? There's always two types of a movie that come out:
What do you mean?
Tornado and Twister, or whatever. You know,
Oh, yeah,
Volcano,
Uh-huh.
Dante's Peak.
I hate those movies.
Sharknado and Megalodon.
Correct. It's just and I remember at the time
They made like 8.
there was two of this movie out. There was the Truman Show and Ed TV, and Ed TV was
Oh,
the first
yeah.
like reality show. It was actually based on a French-Canadian very successful movie called Louis XIX, where they followed a guy around. And then I remember Matthew McConaughey and
Mahogany.
Ellen were in
Ellen
this
was in
movie.
it, yeah.
And
Degenerate.
it's called Ed TV, based on Louis XIX.
Wait,
It was
Ellen didn't write it?
It was a script sold. They
Ellen was
adapted
in
a
it.
French-Canadian script.
Yeah, I remember
and I
Ellen
think
was
Rob
in it.
Reiner was in it.
Ellen DeGeneres?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
And Matthew McConaughey. But it didn't do well in English because the Truman Show just, you know,
The Truman Show was a sick ass concept.
it changed. It changed.
I watched.
yeah.
I watched that. It was a good
it's
movie.
it's on my list of going back to movies. Truman Show. I watch it every
Yeah.
year or two or so. Yeah. Great.
Do I misremember? I remember the cable guy being shit.
But if you watch it now, you'll like it.
Really?
Yeah. Ben Stiller is very good.
I don't even remember him in it.
Ben Stiller wrote and directed it.
I only remember Jim Carrey, and I don't remember
No,
any
and
supporting
Matthew,
cast.
what's his name? Ferris Bueller.
I don't remember any of it. No one else. I just remember.
Do you remember
it was a
going
shit movie.
to the Medieval Times restaurant?
Myself, I don't think I've been to Medieval Times.
But in the movie, they go to
Okay,
that.
I remember watching Medieval Times movies, Medieval Times restaurant in movies and shows, and I was always like, I wonder what that's like. But as a kid, I was never attracted to it because I was like, everything's gonna smell like horse shit.
It exists. They exist, by
they
the way,
do,
those kinds
I
of
know,
restaurants.
but I've never been like, I never wanted to go.
I don't want to go either. Why
Anthony
would you do
Cumia
that?
legit went to one of those festivals where people drink mead and they
Yeah.
talk in old timey talk and
Yeah, why? That's
let's have a duel.
that's retarded. Why?
Let's go. Let's have duels with everyone.
Remember when Homer would just slap everybody with the
Yeah,
glove to challenge you to a duel?
Sir, Pam, and then someone took him up on the offer. Yeah.
I love that was the golden age of the Simpsons. What the hell's what is that like 1998 to 2002? Is that the golden age of the Simpsons? Shit,
know
I'm
which
gonna watch
movie,
those again.
It was like 4 or 5
The
years.
internet. Lenny, Carl. Listen how brilliant. So stupid, but brilliant. Lenny, Carl, and Homer have a flashback to the 80s. And Lenny says, you know, Homer, the internet. And it's like, the internet? Yeah. And he opens his bathing suit and he shows the mesh inside. You know, the internet of my bathing suit. It was so clever.
Yeah.
Because that's what the internet was before.
Yeah, it didn't exist.
Come on. You should have given me more. You
That was
bastard.
good, actually. No, they had good moments.
I'm sorry.
That's what I got. That's you TikTok. People fart on TikTok and you're like ecstatic.
Oh, he
I
goes
just told
crazy.
you a brilliant fucking written joke and you're like,
No, but I said that's funny. I like
Number
it.
3 on
Actually,
the
no,
list.
I think you just made a sound.
No, but I said it.
You went, oh.
Number 3 on awkward, angry Poseidon's list.
Numero tres.
Pazzi and Medici. Oh, the Medicis. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Medici was apparently the most powerful family in Florence. They were like royalty.
The word medicine comes from that, right? Medici, Medicina.
I don't know how true that is. I couldn't find anything online because of that. Okay, with your Italian propaganda,
Bro,
cut
it's
it out.
spelled medicine.
So what, bro?
Okay, so it's Greek. Medicina copia.
What?
I don't know. You're going to say it's Greek now. Medicine
No.
is Greek.
Well, medicine is Greek.
So
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this the one in Hannibal where they flipped over Giancarlo Giannini and
Yeah,
they
that
split
was
him in
nice.
half?
Yeah,
Is this story?
No, that's a different
No.
story.
Oh, okay.
what?
Remember in Hannibal when
never
Anthony
watched
Hopkins
Hannibal.
Flips the guy in Florence and he slices
remember
him
that. That was
open
amazing,
and
yeah.
he throws him off, hangs him, and all his guts.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Hold on, because there was
Hannibal
3
Lecter.
Hannibal movies. There was
Yeah.
Silence of the
No, he's
Lambs,
talking about Hannibal.
Hannibal. It's called Hannibal.
Red Dragon.
He's
Not
talking about
Red Dragon.
Hannibal. Why do you? He just told you Hannibal.
But I mean, the character or the movie?
The movie
The
Hannibal.
movie in the movie
Okay,
Hannibal.
because there was a movie called Hannibal, right?
He takes the
That's what he's saying.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Jesus
But he
Christ.
said he's in the movie Hannibal.
takes-
But you talking about a movie? Yeah, the movie called Hannibal.
Why you so angry, bro?
No,
Calm down.
Hannibal. Is there a movie called Hannibal? Like,
Okay.
bro, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
In not Red Dragon. In not Red Dragon.
Not Silence of the Lambs.
There's a snooping Italian investigator
Hannibal,
who
the
smokes
second
too
one.
many cigarettes. And
Wasn't Hannibal the third one?
No.
maybe or
I fucking
No,
hate
it was the
you.
second one. It was the second one. I'm busting ball.
You're not busting balls.
yeah. Anyway, so
flip this fucking
it's
table
not
and
that.
shove
So the Pazzi family and the Medici family.
So, yeah, let's go
in
back to them.
Florence.
So what happened was they were like royalty and shit, and the Patsy family was another powerful family in Florence.
The Kanye West for WAPs.
Which basically means the crazies. The Patsies means the
Yeah.
crazies.
Yeah. They
I
were
don't
the
know if they
West
were crazy.
family.
But well, here's what happened. What happened is they didn't like that the Medici were about to become they were gonna have the monopoly on power.
Like Pete
or some
Davidson.
shit.
It's the same type of thing.
Yeah, they were gonna have it's not the same, bro. There's a lot of murder in these
This
stories,
guy's
bro.
getting laid, man.
He's going to space.
Is he really?
No way.
Yeah, with Operation Blue Book or whatever the fuck that
I
is.
think
damn.
me and Patrick smoked weed with him at the Hyatt. He was
Oh.
all right. He was an asshole.
I didn't say it was.
No,
Kanye
I'm
doesn't
saying-
like it because he's fucking his ex-wife.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you can't blame.
uh,
But Pete Davidson was nice enough to everyone. He wasn't a prick.
So listen to this. So what happened was they didn't like the Patsies, whatever the fuck. The Patsies didn't like that the Medicis were about to become like ultra powerful and shit, and they were going to become the richest out of all the families in Florence. So what they did was at the chapel, they did an assassination attempt on 2 of the family members. I think two of the like two heads of the family.
What were their names?
I forgot the name, but obviously they were something Medici and something Medici, right? Okay. So what happened was that one of them, they were successful. Steve Medici. Yeah, there you go. Go fuck yourself.
You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm hearing the sound effects of a Pac-Man game. All I can hear is wop 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 wop.
Go fuck yourself. I hate you so much.
But he just said wop wop wop.
Yeah,
That's kind of
I
funny
know.
because it's Italian.
Exactly.
Wop,
Yeah,
wop,
I
wop.
know.
That's clever.
It's very clever. Yes. Fuck. I lost my train of thought now because of
Pazzi Medici.
now all I can think of is Pac-Man, bro.
that's all you
Eating balls, bro, and then eating ghosts.
That's all you said. It's one a wop. I ate another wop. A wop 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 wop.
Fucking guy.
So
one of them got murdered, and one of them
they put out a hit.
One of the assassins.
This is The Sopranos.
One
Are
of
you
them.
sure you're not mixing up The Sopranos?
One of them.
You fucking crazy.
One of them was assassinated, and the other one got away. So because the other one got away, he got the Florence family's like, oh, these motherfuckers, they try to kill us, right? He's like, guys, they tried to kill us.
But that's not what happened. I think one of the Medici guys was spotted in like
a Kanye video.
No. One of the Medici guys was spotted in like a festival, and he was wearing assless chaps. And then they had to go back to the family and they're questioning. They get, are you sure about what you saw?
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. So is that
Stop giving the Sopranos plot.
What are you talking about? It's the same thing.
because the Patsies were going to collect.
The Sopranos is
They were
based
going
on
to
real
collect-
life Italian history.
They were going to collect, and then the Medici guys
No,
said,
they were
no, it's a joke.
Enough!
It's a joke. You're fucking queer?
Yeah.
It's a joke. Then he took off to upstate and ate pancakes with
Yes.
a guy named Johnny Cakes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think they found him and killed him, and they shoved a broomstick up his ass.
Medici?
No, not the. I'm talking about the Sopranos. I'm not talking about the Pazzi and the Medici,
What
bro.
the
happened
same
with
thing.
Patsy and Medici?
But that's what I'm trying to say. But you guys keep interrupting me
Okay,
with plots
sorry.
to the Sopranos.
Okay, so
Sorry.
start from the assless chaps. What happened?
There were no assless chaps in this. They were at the chapel.
Well, the story
Oh,
could
the
be better than that.
chapel.
Oh, that's it.
Go
Well, you know.
into the chapel.
The story
hate you
could have
guys
used
so
some
much.
assless chaps.
So one of them got away. One of the Medicis got away. One of them got assassinated. So then the Medicis retaliated, and what happened was they banished them from Florence completely. They got the whole town together, and they were like, "Yo, fuck these
Get the
motherfuckers."
fuck out of here.
They're like,
That's banishment, right?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of you. Take your fucking friends and get the fuck out.
yes, that's exactly how they said it, Guido. So yeah, they were kicked out of Florence and shit. They were banished for life to the wilderness or whatever the fuck.
They ended up like in the snow area, like a Slavic place, and one of them stole a Slavic woman's prosthetic leg.
And then she married Paul McCartney.
So fucking angry. I don't know why I'm getting so angry.
So
It
who
pisses
won
me
the
off
show?
that you're giving the Sopranos plot.
Oh, am I? I thought that was Italian history.
Bro.
Shit, sorry. I'm just getting them mixed up. Sorry.
She take care of Livia.
Okay.
Why am I
The
getting
best
so angry
part of
at
the
this?
Medici rivalry was when they called on Furio for help, and he had to.
I have been fantasizing about Furio. Yeah, I'm gonna be all drunk and take a piss next to the propeller.
Medici, stop eating all the cold cuts, Medici.
A stupid fucking game.
A stupid fucking game.
Hey, remember the remember it.
Yeah.
Stupid It added 10 yards to my game.
Next on your list.
All right, number 2.
So who happened? Who won?
The Medicis.
Okay.
Well, the Pazzi's got kicked out. They got banished, bro. Who do
Yeah,
you
but we
think
don't know
won?
because when the story ended, it just had like this weird cut to black. So we don't know if the Medicis or the Furios.
But during the
who
Super
was-
Bowl, they did a Medici commercial where
Yeah.
the daughter
Oh yeah, daughter Medici was driving an
was
electric
driving-
car.
yeah,
to
the same-
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
All right, what's next on your list?
All right, number 2.
Confucius, eh? Napoleon and Wellington. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
At the Battle of Waterloo.
But this isn't a family feud,
Yes, it is.
is it? Oh,
I
I'm
was
curious.
quite intrigued
between
by
two
this.
families.
Oh, I want to know.
Yeah, it went
now I'm
somewhere.
excited.
This is very
At first, I
interesting.
was like, yeah, Napoleon, the cognac, and the beef Wellington, but it actually
Poseidon,
interesting.
first, you had my attention. Now you have my erection.
Quite.
Wasn't that my curiosity? Now you have my.
Look,
First
I'm
you have
hard.
my curiosity,
I'm
now
hard
you have
right
my
now. Just
interest.
deal with it.
God damn it. So Napoleon and Wellington fought at the Battle of Waterloo. Wellington won.
Yeah.
Now their descendants, okay, this is very interesting.
Alive today.
Nicolas Sarkozy.
What?
Paris match.
Stop it.
Johnny Hallyday.
Stop it.
Thierry Henry. I hope it's Zidane.
I was about to say that. No, it's Zidane.
Oh, really?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, Napoleon could have been Algerian. I don't fucking know.
What?
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan, Musketeer.
The only musketeer
So
to
what
fuck the
happened?
queen.
What happened
Give me
was.
my ear.
So this one's very interesting because the family is still feuding. The two families are the descendants are still feuding to this day.
How so?
The descendants of Napoleon Bonaparte.
like rich
I forgot
people
his name.
argue.
Yeah, he works for what do you call those fucking firms, bro?
Air
for,
Canada.
for trading.
They're
firms.
investment firms. They're
Yeah,
fighting
Hedge
each other
fund
in the
manager.
stock
Yeah,
game.
they're both the descendants of both Napoleon and Wellington
Are legit
are hedge fund managers.
competitors today.
And
Are they
they're
both
competitors
investing in
today.
horses?
No, but
Aqua parks.
Keep
yeah.
tradition alive.
So they're still, and I think they had a meeting recently at in Belgium at the actual Waterloo or some shit.
What was the meeting about?
I don't know, some hedge fund shit, but I don't fucking know this.
They got
rich.
together?
Yeah, they got together.
We should maybe bury the hatchet, huh?
No, and
It's
then-
been
well,
so
no, but
long.
well-
It was quite
Wha-
interesting that today, but
But they're not actually fighting. But it's interesting that they're for competitive
rich people problems. They're
Yeah.
noblemen.
Yeah, basically.
They-
But they're like, no, we're not fighting like we used to. You know, this
It's
is
kind of
just,
like when the Escobar
business.
guy and the other Escobar guy made a documentary about my father and your father killed each other.
Oh, I remember that.
Pablo Escobar's son.
Good dude.
Remember, I believe the Colombian guy during the World Cup may have scored in his own net.
That was his cousin, yeah.
Yeah, that guy was killed.
Yeah.
So they interviewed the son of that guy was interviewed by Escobar's son for a documentary.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh. Quite.
That's interesting.
Are
Yeah.
they friends now?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, they hang out on Sundays.
But to this day, the Escobar family was given an assumed identity and a new identity and a new life, but I believe allowed to still have a lot of his
Fun fact.
money
Fun fact.
Yeah.
because they struck a deal.
Two fun facts. Did you know hippopotami didn't exist in Colombia? They were imported by Pablo Escobar. And to this day, these hippopotami have created more hippopotami. And they've spread out. And they've kind of ravaged the wildlife in Colombia in some parts. That's the first thing.
So,
Second thing.
well, but on that note, so essentially...
How grammatically correct? You didn't say hippopotamuses.
Yeah. So in order to stop that, you're saying is you and your family should no longer be allowed to travel to
I knew I was
Colombia?
gonna say that.
Hungry hippo. That's an
I knew I was
80s
gonna say
game.
that. Which also, by the way, the hippopotami, most powerful bite in the animal kingdom.
Kills more
Okay, keep
people a
bragging.
year than sharks. Kills more
Yes,
people
it's
a
true.
year than sharks.
It's true.
Brag.
Second fun fact: did you know Pablo Escobar was losing about $2.3 million a day because rats were eating his money?
They still, those farmers and shit still
Yes.
find vats full of money
Yep.
to this day.
That's the best feeling.
Do you remember how?
They're supposed to report it.
Yeah, okay, if they're gay.
Do you remember that
They
beautiful?
obviously don't, but you got to be careful though.
Do you remember that
You
beautiful?
can't stunt too hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that a golden tractor? No!
exactly.
Could you imagine, bro? A golden tractor has hydraulics, bro.
Tractor with rims. Yeah, no kidding.
It has hydraulics, bro. He's walking, he's driving around, road down, bro.
And when people look at you, you
He's
go,
getting all the
"What?
old lassies.
Yeah.
What?
No, it's a roast and peace.
Do you remember that great Bill Burr moment in Breaking Bad where that
They're laying down
Walter
the
White money is in? He just says, "When am I going to get an opportunity to do?" It's a room this big full of cash. And he's like, fuck it, and he goes to lie down.
Yes,
on it.
yes.
That's
Yeah.
Everybody enjoyed that moment. Bill Burr must have been laughing his ass off doing that.
Yeah.
He knew it was going to be a special moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it got memed hard actually. That
Next.
All right, next number one. This one's
Oh
interesting.
boy. Oh boy.
Now the reason why we put this one on is because it's actually created a lot of like pop culture stuff, and a lot of pop culture stuff like movies, shows, and this they've actually taken a lot from this story and recreated it in their own little way.
Oh, boy.
Well, I want to know who's right. Is it Axel or Slash?
Yeah, me too.
What?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh,
It
go
is.
fuck yourself.
That's not what you mean?
War of the Roses. That's not like a family. I thought it was gonna have two names of families.
No, so it is a family feud. So it was I don't remember the whole story, but it was in England. I don't remember the time exactly.
417.
It lasted for 30 years, and after the king died, there were two sides of the family that were basically in competition for the throne.
Yeah.
And what happened was one family deemed the other family too weak to lead the country.
Which is funny because they're both inbred.
Yeah.
So the is the queen related to one of these people?
They're all related to each other.
I don't know.
But
if you Google War of the Roses,
it's the monarchy. Of course they would be related.
so if you Google War of the Roses, it was just basically two families constantly going to war, created 30 years of war just for who was going to get the throne. And then finally somebody got the throne and brought peace.
I thought War of the Roses, seriously, so that was just a clever name. It was a 90s movie.
Yeah.
Directed by Danny DeVito, starring Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas, who was the trio of actors from the Robert Zemeckis movie Romancing the Stone and The Jewel of the Nile.
Oh, yeah.
And then from
I've
the
watched any of
success
those
of those movies, he got the okay to go direct this Back to the Future movie. But War of the Roses was that team coming together again, and it's a husband and wife team that fucking till the very last frame of the movie, it starts off they're in love and then they hate each other worst of worst, and then they end up literally killing each other.
Yeah.
How much they hate each other.
Danny DeVito, rest in peace.
He didn't die.
What do they have to do with
I said Danny DeVito, rest in peace.
Did he die?
No, I just wanted to get some rest.
I almost worked with Rhea Perlman, and that was
Wait, that's his wife?
yeah.
You know who she looks like a lot?
Adam Sandler.
She does know, but as a woman, you know what other woman she looks like?
Who?
Think. Larry David's nemesis.
Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, she would probably play that role really well.
Yeah.
She was yeah. So
Oh fuck! It was actually for more than a century the War of the Roses.
yeah. And but anyway, she ended up getting recast in the movie by whoever played the old lady in Nikki Deuce.
Bro, the real War of the Roses.
But I almost
is when you go to
Lancaster and York.
The real War of the
Those are the
Roses,
families.
you know what it is? The real War of the Roses when you go to a fucking nightclub and there's these gypsy ladies that are somehow let in
I remember
and
that
they're forcing
lady.
you to buy
Fucking
roses,
God.
bro. That's the real, and then you gotta be like, get out of here, gypsy.
I remember.
I have a story about that, by the way. I was in
I
Athens.
remember that lady.
I was in
They're everywhere.
Athens. Yeah.
You told me.
That's a scam. That's some kind of
100%.
scam.
Well,
They're in with, but they know everything. These ladies. So
Yeah.
if you want to know word on the street of who the drug dealers are and who everything or info or pass,
So
It's her.
I've never told you this story, but I was with my girlfriend
It's a shit
at
story.
the time.
It's a shit story. Tell us after the show. It is. It doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, so this gypsy lady, but
Oh, but it does go somewhere. I just
okay, so you
All
don't
right.
want to buy the rose.
Okay,
No,
I
it's-
gave you,
it finished with
I
me
gave you an
yelling-
out. I gave you an out. Go.
I finished with me yelling at the gypsy lady. That's an ending to the story. It's not that it doesn't go nowhere.
Yeah, but she's making a living.
Yeah, now why'd you tell it like that without telling the story? It means that
Do you
knew
remember
that it wasn't
this
going
guy
anywhere.
on Crescent Street? You remember him maybe from the Comedy Works. The guy that comes up to you and says, "This is a holdup," and he pulls out a banana. Hollywood.
Yeah, with the banana, yeah.
That was his gimmick. He would pull out a banana, make people laugh, they'd give him a buck.
Him, rest in peace.
Think
Yeah.
pass away.
No, but he needs some rest too. Like he was always walking those streets.
No, I'm not gonna say the real story. Fuck it.
Well, now it's too late because you swallowed the
Come
ending.
on.
Okay, so a gypsy lady came up to you and your
So,
ex-girlfriend. Is this the reason you broke up?
No.
Okay.
So we're walking on the street, and she goes to hand my girlfriend at the time a rose, and I go, "Don't take it. This is a gypsy.
What she does is she forces you to now
Yeah.
look. Yeah.
curse
to give money, you know." So then, maybe she put a curse, and that's why I broke up. Who knows?
That's not true.
Oh,
That's so stupid.
do you remember that movie Thinner?
Oh, that was a good movie.
What's
That's
the
a
name
good-
of the actor? He was
Hold on,
from
let him
Big
say
Fat
his-
Greek
let him-
Wedding.
Let him say the
So
story.
what happened was, so
I gotta watch that tonight.
So then the gypsy lady, she's like, "Oh no, I give you for free. I'm gonna give you the rose for free because you're so beautiful." No.
Already starting off with the lies.
Go fuck yourself. My ex-girlfriend was
She's
beautiful.
telling Poseidon he's beautiful.
So I'm like, "Don't
You're a
take it."
beautiful person. You have a nice soul for dealing with this.
So I keep. I hate you. So I keep telling her, "Don't take it. This is a trick. Don't take it. This is a trick." So what happens is, "Oh, thank you." And she goes, "Take it." So my girlfriend, no. So then the gypsy lady keeps forcing onto my girlfriend. She goes, "I go, don't take it. Just refuse." And she goes, "Fine, I'll take it." So she finally takes it, And she goes, oh, okay. She goes, thank you for the rose. And the gypsy lady goes, please, can you give me some money for my kid
tip.
is hungry, this,
Yeah.
that, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, oh, no, I don't have any change.
it.
I'm sorry. And she starts, I gave you the rose. Now starts
Yeah.
getting fucking angry. So then, I'm sitting there, I'm like, nah, you made the decision of accepting the fucking rose. You deal with this shit.
You made your gypsy bed, now gypsy
But now-
sleep.
There you go. So now my girlfriend at the time, she's arguing with this gypsy lady. She's like, but I want the rose. No, she's like, no, you took the rose already. It's too late. They're arguing back and forth. Yeah. So eventually I get fed up. And when I get fed up, I'm very explosive.
Okay.
Right? So I go.
So he just shits his pants, bro.
Hey, explosive.
What? Oh, today, all day, bro. I'm trying to say something, bro. It's with the Sopranos plot lines, bro. Like, take it easy. All right. So then I get fed up, bro. I'm seeing this play out in front of me. I get fed up. Bro, I go and I grab the rose, bro. I grab it from her hand and I fucking shove it onto her. I go, take your fucking rose. Get the fuck out of here. Start yelling. Start going nuts, bro.
No thorns.
Huh?
Thorns? I don't know.
No, it was...
Every rose
even if it had
has
thorns,
its
bro, it would have pricked me a
thorn.
little bit. I don't give a fuck.
It wasn't thorny, but he was horny.
But it was... I'm always horny.
So you get mad at Gypsy Lady.
So, anyways, that's it. And then I...
That's the story, bro.
threw the
That's
fucking
you
rose at
expected
her.
to be.
But hold on.
I told you. I told you.
And then I
I
walked
warned
off.
everyone. I warned you, people. I'm looking out for you. I look out for you every day, people. I am the mastermind behind this.
Gotcha
I'm
again,
honest.
motherfuckers!
Refusing a gypsy's rose.
Nothing. I told you. You
That
cannot
was
depend on
really
other stories.
non-eventful. Non-eventful.
I tried to spare you all, but no, I could have seen the comments now if I didn't let him go. Oh my god, it would have been an amazing story. Pantelis didn't let him say it. Well, that's what you get, you dumb bitches. You're
4
never
to 5 stories flashed by that I dismissed
Because of
to
that.
allow this.
Yeah. There's 9 minutes you're never gonna get back, you dumbasses.
I got gypsy flower.
Look, all this to say, don't trust gypsies.
We knew that. Next on your goddamn list, it's almost over.
I like how Borat is afraid of them.
Oh, he's afraid of the Jews.
No,
He is a Jew.
no, the running of the Jews. What's
Anyways.
with the gypsy? Anyway, I don't know.
Oh shit! The half, West and Kardashian.
Okay.
The new rivalry.
First of all, I gotta say, bro.
Well, actually, that's fuck. I can't believe you ended the whole thing with something that's completely wrong. Ugh. It was a good list until the half.
You could have gone.
well,
in
it's
so
the
many-
half.
That's the
is like-
same family.
but it's a family feud.
No, but
I'm the same family as. It's a family feud. War of the Roses.
No,
it's
but
the
like
same
I guess
family.
They have, like,
I guess
different
what he's
names.
saying is, what if one sister fights with another sister? That's a feud. This
no,
is a
I'm saying
divorce.
it's because they're together. It's not like
They're no longer together.
I know, but they still. It's like the families. This is just 1 versus 1.
Yeah, but they're no longer together.
But
so
the
it's,
families are not feuding. Kanye
yeah,
West
this
is
is not
feuding with himself.
Montague Capulet issue.
Yeah. It's
There's
not like
not somebody like
It's not
Kanye
like
West's
Kanye and his
cousin
cousins,
doesn't
yeah.
hate Kardashian's cousin.
Yeah, it's literally just
You're
him
absolutely
alone.
right on that one. That
Thank
was
you.
a lazy half on
Thank
both
you.
our pot.
Thank you.
parts.
I just want to talk about it because
Because
the
of
only
her
reason.
great ass.
No, the only reason, which is fake, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't.
Your
I don't,
ass?
I don't like the fakeness. No, Kardashians. I
How
don't like
dare
that
you.
fake stuff, bro. Whoever names
Huevo.
names their children North, Saint, Chicago,
I think you can name your kids whatever you want.
and Psalm is insane.
Psalm?
Psalm.
Psalm West.
Psalm. Who
Poland.
names their kid
The
Psalm?
fact that not even one of his kids was named May is an
That's-
outrage.
It's actually very insulting.
It's
And May
outrageous.
is actually a nice name. May.
That's like when
Is
I
it
went to
May like the month of May or May like May West? Who
I
knows?
went to
both the same May.
Split Croatia.
It's the same thing.
And I was upset at Split Croatia for not having one gelateria called the Banana Split.
Yeah, no banana splits in
Not
Split.
one. I mean, you have the perfect opportunity.
Opportunities are being missed.
Yeah.
I haven't had good old
But they
fashioned
don't have
ice
May
cream
West
in
in
a while.
the
May Wests are unique
in
to
the US?
Quebec.
No,
Yeah,
but they
they-
know the
I don't even
lady,
know if they have them in
May
Canada.
West, the actual person.
Yeah,
Oh, it was an actual person?
like Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
they
I
were,
didn't
they
know-
were,
I
they
didn't know
were,
that shit.
you know, like
I'm gonna give you 3 names. Tell me if you know any of them. May West,
No.
Shirley Temple,
Nope.
Betty Boop.
I knew you were gonna say Betty Boop. I knew he was gonna say Betty
Same
Boop.
world.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Same world. They were like
Betty Boop rings a bell. There was this chick that I was
cartoon,
trying to
but
bang.
they
She
were
was
like
obsessed with Betty Boop.
pin up.
Yeah, pinups. That's it. Pinup dolls. Pinup
Yeah,
women.
yeah.
Pinup models. Whatever it's called.
And
Pin up.
Betty Boop paved the way for that burlesque, Betty Page type stuff. Wow.
Boop.
Anyway,
So
so
I
you
really,
don't know.
there
That's
was
it.
that world, that
Oh,
world,
three of
that
them, okay.
Catskills world, that Friars Club
Catskills,
world
yeah,
that I
Friars
mentioned
Club, yeah.
before. There was a word for it, and I forgot what it was called, but it was a period in.
Yeah,
and
it's not vaudeville. Vaudeville's its own thing.
It came from vaudeville and Yiddish theater, and it became
Something
the
else.
upstate. What's that?
It became the
not
upscale version of vaudeville.
the Poconos, and what was that? Where Pat Cooper and all these Jackie Mason, they
Yeah.
would all go up to near Albany, and they would go do that the shows, because it would be where people would go, summer over
But
there.
that was in the east. Out west, they would go to another like log
Out
cabin in
west,
the
it w-
forest. It was a giant wooden owl, and they would do mock sacrifices to it.
Bohemian Grove.
I'm in here. I'm telling you. I'm in the Bohemian Grove, and they're just having gay sex, and they're worshiping an owl.
gay.
They're worshiping an owl and having gay sex, gay owl sex.
I
if you
am
will.
not Bill Hicks.
Speaking of owls, have you guys watched The Fourth Kind?
I have.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
This guy's a hoot.
It was in a tree.
What's the fourth kind?
It's a movie about alien abduction. I gotta say, very short movie.
Thanks.
First of all, it wasn't a movie. It was a found footage film. All of it was real.
Which I found out the found footage was a fugazi
that-
also.
of course,
That's-
it's you.
that's-
Of course, it's fake. You dumb
But
shit.
they created a genre. So how did they do it well?
Not really. That
What
was
was
a
the
shoot.
last good found footage one? Was that the one where Steven Spielberg bought it and made the end?
The last good found footage, if I'm being honest, the last
Was
good
Blair
one.
Witch? No.
No, after Blair Witch was good at its time. Now it doesn't
Yeah.
hold up. The last good one after that was only one, Paranormal Activity.
That's the one
first
that
one.
Yeah,
Spielberg. It was
that's
exactly the
good.
same movie. Just the end. Spielberg added a little bit of money to make
Yeah.
a bit more special
Yeah, it
effects.
was
That
very
was
scary,
it.
but
Literally the last frame.
It was only at that time, at that moment, and then people overdid it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
And now the whole
Paranormal
genre.
Activity.
Oh, I saw it in the theaters.
It's a genre.
it was
amazing.
creepy. It was creepy.
Cloverfield.
Didn't do it as well.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a little bit though.
I didn't like. No, I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like I wanted to love Cloverfield, and I didn't like it.
But you appreciated the effort.
Yeah,
guess?
yeah, I did.
So
You know which
they
movie-
created a genre, man. And whatever happened to those Blair Witch kids? Did they ever have success in their life?
They were killed in the forest. Luckily, we found those tapes.
And
their memory will live
the
on.
actors is what I'm saying, because they tried Blair Witch 2 and it was garbage.
I never saw Blair Witch 2. I do remember when the movie first came out, they really committed to the bit. It took a couple of weeks for it to come out that it was a movie in mainstream.
They kayfabed
Really?
it.
They kayfabed for a bit.
Oh, cool.
Good on them, bro.
Yeah. It was
I remember
nice.
thinking it was almost real.
The reason why it came out was pretty early on, within a week, is because some asshole who knew one of the women in it or the actors said, "Hey, that's something," and they made it public and they did an interview, and then it started to come out. But
Yeah, the
initially,
internet was light then.
yeah, the internet was light. So if you weren't really paying attention, you
You
heard
could've
found
fell for
footage,
it.
you would have
You could've-
you would
yeah.
have fell for it. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
God damn.
Which was a great way to watch it.
It took the world by storm. I remember it was.
Yeah.
Sometimes a good old fashioned horror movie is great.
Yeah.
But they're going into so many subgenres now that even like the jump scare is a thing.
Yeah.
You know? What about the Saw stuff? Did they move on?
I got
from there?
over the Saw stuff. Look, I like the first Saw, but not for the Saw stuff. I like the first Saw. Saw became known for its gore.
It changed
Yeah.
the way they did it. It was great.
It
and
became
the
explosive,
bad guy
gory.
was cool.
Yeah, but the first Saw, why
Yeah,
I liked it,
then
is
it
I
became
liked the plot twists. I like
Mark
the,
Wahlberg's brother and Costas Mandylor.
Yeah, you only
You're-
know half the story. The Donald Glover was in the first one. Danny Glover.
Yeah.
And
He was?
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
was the
shit.
guy from Princess Bride, that actor there, the British guy, the blonde guy.
There's good.
But he signed off on it. He regrets not having in his contract to make a piece of that movie. He got a very little. Literally, the guy in Saw that's chained to the floor.
Yeah.
That actor is like a British actor. I forgot his name, but he's regrets not getting
I
a
saw
lot
it
of money.
twice in the theaters. The first
Yeah,
one.
very good.
I really liked it.
Really?
But then they took the Saw genre became not about so much about. Obviously, they had a plot and they were trying to
Well,
surprise
the original
you. but they
writer
tried
guy
too hard.
didn't
It became
continue
more
with it.
Yeah, it became more explosive. It just became like, how can we
Yeah,
kill
with
people?
the
New
with
ways to kill.
the
What was that
games and
line?
Yeah, I
shit.
didn't like the gore. I just liked the plot twist.
But that
Nah.
paved the way for a Final Destination type movie, maybe, you know?
no. Final
Do you
Destination
guys
was
remember the
Because
Cube?
it was the
Final
elaborate,
Destination was also the deaths.
the elaborate
deaths.
How They Die movie.
I think Final Destination came out before it.
But now, did the Saw original writer guy, did he continue with the series, or did the studio just say, screw screw it, get out of here. You got your money, and we own the characters, and we continue with the
I have
story.
no idea. Probably the latter.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Do you guys remember another movie similar to Saw was the Cube movie, where they're like in a cube and they gotta go move from room to room, and then the next room, like if they get the wrong room, it kills.
Rectangle. It was a good film.
No, but I'm sorry. There is a.
You know, it's another good one like that. The Platform. It's a Spanish movie.
There is a craze.
Bro, you know nobody here speaks German.
Das Boot. There's a whole craze going on that I think the pandemic, probably destroyed. But what's this whole escape room? Did they exist in Montreal? Where people go to escape rooms. Like, I know you go to those places where you throw an axe throwing places, or there's places where you smash a bunch of furniture and TVs and stuff to get rage out. But there's literally escape rooms.
I've been to it, yeah.
Is it fun? Is it good? Is it a thing? Do they make money?
I had fun because it was made to be fun, right? It depends in your life. Some people end up in like a school shooting, and you got to escape that room too, but it ain't fun.
I see. Literally in the escape room, there's school. No. You're talking about okay. That's being okay. Yeah, remember that Dawson shit? But it's enough. Like there was
a pedophile joke would have been nice there, you know. Like, Jesus Christ,
his evil face when he said it too.
He only wants jokes that turn him on.
Bastard! I didn't see that one coming.
Shout out to those kids.
You were gonna say? You want to laugh? Speaking of pedophile shit, today I walked in to grab something from your office fast, and Phil was here, and Phil goes. I had like a baseball cap and sunglasses on, and he was filming with two guys, and he goes, "Jesus Christ, you look like a registered sex offender, pedophile, or whatever the fuck." And I go, "Maybe I am," walking away like that, and the guys were dying. They were like, they found it very funny.
I don't mean to go in this
but Phil was like,
direction,
"Jesus Christ."
I don't think that exists here.
What?
The registered sex offender list here.
It exists.
It exists.
No, I mean, like, you could go to the one in your, like...
It fucked up the top 5
if
today.
If you
what?
Like, if you live in a neighborhood with a sex offender, the guy has to walk around and knock on the door and tell everybody in his
sex
neighborhood.
offenders on this list?
That rule...
Oh, you're talking about me, aren't you? You fucking bastard.
No sex offenders. I'm number one.
I'm saying that guy has to go knocking on doors shit in the States that they don't do that.
They should do that here. That's an amazing
thing. Here you have to... What happens is, I think you have to... You kind of have to like jump through hoops or something. You have to go searching for it.
Oh, you have to test that you're athletic.
What? No. You have to like search it up. But they don't have to like when a sex offender moves into a neighborhood here, they don't have to tell anyone.
I think that's the one thing that like they should advertise. I think that's something that should be advertised
100%.
just in case.
100%. In Black Mirror, I think it was a Black Mirror episode.
I gotta finish that. I gotta watch more of those.
Yeah,
that was a great show.
You
like that show?
Me, you're living.
I loved that.
There was a show. I think it was about a sex offender where they literally like because he was a sex offender. Not because because it was. I don't remember exactly.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman.
No, he was.
Why did anybody tell me?
Yeah.
So whenever he walked around in society, people couldn't see him. He was literally cancelled. His silhouette was red.
Well, on 60 Minutes Australia, Gisrael.
Australia.
There's how is it? It's called Pedophile Island, but it's not a Jeffrey Epstein Island. It's just a place where all the sex offenders live. Like a trailer park.
Oh, they just throw them on an island.
A car park.
They just throw them on an island.
Yeah, or some shit like that. It's a place where
that's worked before.
Yeah. I mean, when they had money.
Yeah. Tomato sauce.
Tomato.
That's how they say it.
Ketchup. It's called tomato sauce.
Already automatically hate Australians. Because of that. Fuck all y'all.
But then I was confused. I said,
just call it ketchup like regular people. What's wrong with you?
You put on pasta. And they said, pasta sauce.
Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. What is this?
What about a supermarket trolley?
I don't like.
I don't care about that.
I don't mind that. But I don't like
come on, the ketchup and the.
Hey,
don't
Poseidon,
like
grab a trolley.
They use trolley too much.
I don't care
Just say shopping cart.
No, it's a trolley.
A trolley is at the airport. The shopping cart is a shopping cart. Aren't they two different things?
Oh no, I call it the luggage cart at the airport.
The luggage cart?
Yeah.
He also calls planes the flying cars.
No, I call those aeroplanes.
Aeroplane. Why do you say it like an old Greek guy? Aeroplane.
Aeroplane as opposed to groundoplane.
Travels in the open air, bro.
Open aeroplane.
It stops at a gas station.
I got one of these water buses that I'm on. Takes you from island to island. Pretty sick tech.
That's
bro.
called ferries.
No.
That's what you and your friends are called.
Yes.
You were gonna say that.
Hey, is daylight? Are we in standard time or daylight savings?
We did the daylight savings time, but
No. That's in October. We're in standard. This is normal.
Yeah.
Well, the shit
this
we
is
do in
normal, but they
October's
still
not.
call it.
It's called standard time.
Yeah.
Shift forward.
Anyways,
We're
regardless,
no longer,
spring forward.
Yeah, we're no longer in daylight savings time. Daylight savings time is when we're saving daylight.
Yeah, when
We're no
we're
longer saving.
farmers.
now
and
we're
we
in
have-
spending daylight time.
Yeah, baby.
but is this global or just? No, it's not.
No,
it's
this
not
is
global.
North American.
Because sometimes Australia
and
has
you're-
Fun
you're-
fact: do you know why? I know why.
14 hours
Do you know
ahead.
why?
European, some
Sometimes
European
it's
countries do it
30.
too.
Do you know why?
Newfoundland.
Do you know why?
They do half an hour.
Because of the farmers.
That's what I said.
Look, can you stop blaming the farmers on all your problems? All your fucking problems. The gas prices, because of the farmers. My girlfriend broke up with me because of the farmers.
He wants to
I'm
pimp
a
out-
pedophile.
pimp out a
'cause of-
golden
stop
tractor.
blaming the farmers.
Golden tractor, pimped out, fucking tricked out farmer
Yeah.
tractor.
Blaming Escobar's farmers.
So,
Bro, do you know that Escobar spent $30,000 a minute? What the hell did you say before?
he would lose $2.3 million a day
rats.
Bro,
to
did
rats.
you know that he would lose $2.3 million a day to rats? Because they
Yeah,
would eat his stuff.
I said it.
Oh, how do you like it when we do it to you, bitch?
You know what happened? I was with my girlfriend at the time.
By the way, he's raging.
My
right
girlfriend at the time, I was walking with her, and I don't know
The
where
turntables have turned.
This gypsy lady comes in and offers a rose. So now what I did was once
Oh,
my
go fuck
girlfriend,
yourself.
my girlfriend got the rose, I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
now it's your
now.
problem.
It is. It's her problem. This
Now
is a
it's
good
her
story.
problem. Now I told you not to take
Yeah,
it. Now
right.
she insisted on taking it.
Oh, and then
so
what
now
happened?
I sat back and I let her argue with the
The
gypsy
gypsy.
lady.
Okay, good. Then what happened?
That's it.
It's a cool story, bro.
Thanks.
So,
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed more of this nonsense, PantelisComedy.com for all his stuff. You guys want exclusive shit or stuff early, Patreon.com/Pantelis. That's the place to be. Tell your family, unless you have a feud with them. Tell everyone. Tell your friends. Tell your grandparents. Tell everyone.
Tell a whole bunch. I just had a hippopotamus for lunch.
Why do you
Have
do this all the time, bro?
forget
Have you-
War of the Roses. It's time for War of the Homos.
Have you ever gone hunting with a bowl and spoon? Well,
I just
you
yelled
can
into the microphone.
with
For,
lippy
I'm very sorry.
zoodles.
So thank you guys for
Oh
tuning
shit!
in.
I forgot. Do your balls hang low?
Yeah, they actually plug my asshole.
they
That's why I
wobble?
snore.
Do they glow?
What?
Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? What? Can you throw them over your shoulder?
You had mentioned you had mentioned two things recently. Something about butt plugs on a show. We was talking about butt plugs.
Sounds like him.
And who's that French guy? We mentioned France before so many times, and you didn't mention the guy with the double chin scarf.
It's not funny to me anymore.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that!
that's not funny.
Oh, wow!
That's
My
not funny.
humor has evolved over the past days. I am so
That's
sorry,
not
guys.
It's not funny to me anymore.
No, it's not. You can tell it's not funny. You can tell.
He almost broke down in tears.
So that's thank you for tuning in, guys. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Poseidon69. Also Guido Grasso Jr. on Instagram, Junior with JR only. And if you guys want kick-ass pizza, it's Sapori di Napoli. You're on Dudomen Street.
Very nice.
Links are in the description. Oh,
Yeah,
shit, was
there
I
you go.
supposed to be recording?
You've been recording. I saw you press the button.
Medici.